we'll see who that team actually is. I mean, Starry Skies was getting deep into our Miramars there, and deep into a lot of the games, honestly. 9 placement points. I just don't think they've got the firepower behind them right now, but fundamentally, that is a decent team.
Well, if you check it in just at the tail end of this pre-show, here is the lay of the land. Team Nemesis currently in number 1 with 65 points, 46 of which were kills in just 5 games alone. Virtus Pro in second place alongside the old guard, Twisted Minds, with 57 points apiece as well. And as much, it's so funny, Avenger, because we talk, wow, Team Nemesis is so cool. Wow, Virtus Pro is so cool.
Yo,
Twisted
what's
Minds
up,
is
Camper
never
Ball?
out of the conversation, even though we don't talk about them. They're always there.
And it's
up,
with no wins
Lucas?
yesterday, right?
What's up?
They had second place and a third place. Like, they did extremely well. They had a 4th place.
How's the volume, guys?
The worst game was 3 kills and a 15th in the
How
first
was
game.
everything?
But everything else was just so consistent, and that's why they're up here. But today, guys, I guarantee you, we're gonna see a big banger game win from them, like double-digit win. And that's where they're making the push for it. That's why they are the go to Vimia. So that's what I'm really looking for today. Also, so ever consistent, and it's just so evenly spread out, like across the team, right? It's not like
what's up, Alexander? Volume is okay. Okay. What's up, Fluke?
The other guys are banging out. You know,
I started the stream right when the game started.
Consistency across the team, and this is why. Twisted Minds, and so many has them as favorites, and it's really granted.
Все хорошо у тебя, как тоже все хорошо, спасибо. Yeah, it started working again. I do this IGL, yeah. It started working again, but I don't know why. Like, I slept and it worked in the morning. I didn't change anything.
They would have got a similar game to that.
But I don't know. I saw your message, but I was confused. I didn't really know how to.
Considering all the other performances,
I don't think you're supposed to connect your monitor separately to your GPU and then your motherboard.
To the point where it's likely that they just keep repeating doing that.
But they have great setups, though. I think they have a great setup towards the mid game. They're very, very good at identifying weakness points of where.
Or at least I have always been advised against that. What's up, Lala?
That try and challenge them on them.
Yeah, today better games.
Very rare, like you say, you don't see
both can work, but why do people always tell you to not connect anything to your motherboard?
You are right. I think that's a big outlier for Twisted Minds, and they could have easily been in first place after all of this. When
the lights are way too bright,
it didn't really feel crazy. And even versus VP, if they win that, very, very different story. It's an exciting one for Twisted Minds. You just hope that Rondo game doesn't hurt the mental too much. I don't think it will. I think they'll bounce back.
What's up, Zayn? You guys were all watching chess?
In 9 times out of 10 in EMEA, you expect Twisted Minds or Na'Vi to win that game. Just based on the location, Martin, just based on kind of the setups and how you would actually play things out.
Hell yeah.
So for that to have been subverted in
Let's
that rondo,
go.
That's not, I mean, there was many reasons that was exciting, but that's definitely one of them, why that game was very exciting to watch.
Oh my god, wait, so there's a ASUL team in the chess too?
Home territory.
There was a more serious conversation going on from that game than there was from their 15th place 3 kills. I can guarantee you that. How did they lose that? We are outnumbering these. How does Lookrooks get all 4 kills without us getting a nade, a stun, a Molotov, something?
Yeah, I don't really want to do, like...
especially with the information that they had.
I would have no FPS.
Side, but yeah. That's sometimes, that's the day you play the lottery if you're Lookrooks, because as much as he's a great player, everything went in his direction as well.
And here is Example going up against Defex, as always.
Oh, that's really cool.
Anybody is compared to Example. And if you're able to overtake his numbers, you better be proud of what you've done so far. For Defex, it's been a great performance, but we are getting ready here to go.
No, guys, I don't know anybody.
Before we head on in.
I don't know much about chess. I only know that one, who's the Norwegian guy?
Okay, I'm here for it. I do love my good old Finns.
What's his name?
They are looking fantastic in a lobby full of Goliaths. Thank you very much, Blank, for joining us. We'll get you back after this
Magnus
game.
Carlsen. I only know that guy.
The first game, Miramar, game number 6 of our finals 1 here for PEC.
Yeah.
Hell yes. Miramar all day today here. Not all day, but 2 games today. It's getting me all excited. We had some absolute bangers today. And we're starting Southeast. If there's one tendency I've ever seen from the hundreds of Miramars I've watched through my time is that
what's up, KP? How are you doing? Guys, by the way, on Twitch, if you guys are confused, I'm reading YouTube chat.
The eastern side of Los Angeles, some of my favorite terrain actually, with how all the riches work out here. Not too close to get for all the teams trying to get to your alisa, to your Cruz del Valle,
Oh, he's in finals of the event? I see.
It's going to be difficult without a car here, so they're going to have to stretch those parachutes.
Yeah, I'm so ready, Avenger, for Resort to be center of this circle, or we get like a bit of a weird circle moving kind of like a bit more north of the plane path, and then we end up in the silly fields near
it's a YouTube channel. No, you guys can say, come to Twitch, guys, from YouTube.
We'll see. We will see. But for all of these teams,
you'll see all the. You can support all the players on Twitch because their payments are figured out. Meanwhile, on YouTube, you guys can't donate to them. I think.
It seems like
not me, but
people are
the players
far more happy to stick to what works for them.
What's up, Father?
And we are actually centered nearish Picado, just a little bit northeast of it, east of it here. So. For the Mythov, not make a little bit of a drive up.
He hates Indians? Wait, who does?
This feels a bit
Magnus?
like Na'Vi territory for me as well. They've been able to be very successful.
Or the guy that he beat.
You know, consider home circles for Na'Vi, and they need it for today, don't they?
Ah, yes. The ghost of PGS Miramar circles strikes again.
Can you open up their map stream? Magnus does?
But yeah, obviously their location was great for them, especially to log out that PGS win here. But yeah, it does look close, does look good for them. It's also something that I feel like a team like Na'Vi here, James, we can obviously discuss this and your thoughts about it, but my kind of idea of the new Na'Vi with the lineup change that we've had is...
got the map stream open.
Compared to what we saw the previous years where they were always
today
very,
top
very
5 is needed?
Kind of
still day
circles, waiting heavily on the edge until circle 2-3.
15 games.
This Na'Vi that when they get circles where they don't have to chase, they actually get
you want to pin the
banger
stuff KP
so much more often.
So people are not confused.
You know, before and 2024, 2025 Na'Vi. So I'm actually pretty excited about this one here.
Time for the rocket to go. Oh, that's right.
We're kind of hoping for a little bit for Na'Vi here. If this is the double-digit win for them here, they're straight back into the conversation, especially if some of the top 4 teams, they slack a little bit, if you could say.
Yeah, I mean, for those teams down towards the bottom, it is a case of you look at what happened yesterday. You saw that 4 teams especially got insane points, and you think to yourself, yeah, but we're Na'Vi and we're S8UL. We can also do that as well. And they could quite easily have a bad day. And then suddenly everything's kind of evened out, right? So, really...
Okay, let's see.
Sings for this
okay,
one.
they are in the circle.
Good old Aduzi and S8UL looting on up, getting themselves...
Listen, I mean...
going here up at Impala side, and then we'll be moving on in. At least
what I'm saying is that most of our loot spots are just on the edge away, so...
not a bad circle, right?
It's kind of hard to always play center.
Yet, unless they, for some reason, just don't move at all for a little while, and then we get a hard shift west. And then it might become a bit of a problem. Only then will it be really a chase like we saw all day yesterday for S8UL, which was tough to watch. It was a tough watch.
There's a say
sold 2 chickens today.
Unfortunate circles in the first 5 games of this 15-game series, maybe.
Hopefully.
And then we'll see a little bit of luck go their way for sure. But yeah, crazy circles.
Points from playoffs.
Yesterday. I'll
1
say this though.
plus finals 1 plus playoffs 2 plus finals 2. Top 2 qualify for EWC.
Scrambled through their qualification, right?
But there's teams that already qualify for EWC anyway, right? Like they have invites.
Where they had 1 and 2 kills. Or 1 or 2 kills and a placement. Otherwise, it's actually pretty consistent.
Like there are invites for teams.
They could maybe have capitalized a bit more, but still, this is within striking distance and way higher than some of the teams that we would probably see above them as Vitality, as your Na'Vi, as your Ascent, as your S8UL.
Yeah, them and Bushido Wildcats, right? Like
look how well my thing is healing already, guys.
Pack compared to where you might normally find them in a lobby like this. I think
one of them twisted, yeah. Soul does not have an invite, but I think in future we will.
Below 4th.
Yes, KP,
because they are technically so close to one another. Because all of the points were hoovered up.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'm gonna. I think I'm not even gonna get a scar.
Our only true proper
I don't know. My mom said I would get a scar.
It would feel a little weird in the EMEA finals if we didn't have 1. We did get 1 on through after they were able to assimilate in Code Marco here for the Wildcats, who is always...
Like, I feel like VP Twisted and Na'Vi at least are guaranteed at EWC, no?
He did pop off as the...
Oh, I have to pin it? You don't have the powers?
He got a 3rd of their total points just himself in his kills. We are on board with Virtus Pro, of course, to look in. All zoomed out, all looking good though compared to some of the
I did
vertical
not know, Pinky.
cameras we have from the other teams, so that's good. Oh my god, EXE finds the
Damn, Scav is correct.
It's actually crazy here. Taking down Vitality already. You know, just one more shot. Oh, wow. Close. Are they going to chase you, James? It could happen.
Maybe.
What's the finish saying when you just had a successful victory in the Viking-ish finish?
I was about to say a phrase and finish that's just like not that at all. Like, so, I don't know.
Wait, so you guys are telling me that only 2 teams from this entire pack can qualify?
That's the kind of phrase you would know, but
yeah, I'll be like Ongo Dalavese, basically asking where the toilet is.
That's what I wanted to. Yeah. Where's the toilet, please? That's exactly what these guys say when.
Because they flushed the competition. Yeah.
Yeah. Put them in the toilet. Flush them immediately. Get the point. Confirm on the team here. Yeah, that's great for them to get the first kill. That's again another confidence booster. They're like, okay, it's easy. More points to come our way. On board with Ascent here. Good to see the new English lineup coming through here for these guys. Good old T-Bone in the bottom with some PNC jerseys.
I'm happy every day.
That great wall. There is one more slot though. I can see just next to his head. It fits in perfectly. Maybe there's going to be an ENC, maybe a PNC jersey for him so far. Is he the only UK player in the lobby? Just quick.
I think so.
I think so, right? Because obviously there was Blist.
Oh, wait, it's not. What's up, Sam? Wait, so it's not just
Is there another UK guy? I'm actually not sure. Am I just...
Defex, Michael, Vard.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
Oh, you mean in this lobby?
Yeah,
no.
That's...
But there's another tournament after this, so
yeah.
There's going to be playoffs.
For the UK.
Yeah, big fall from Greece. I think that is it, at least. I'm not sure, maybe... not sure. Doesn't matter.
Can you give me some of your happiness? Absolutely
for his
not.
Tenure for PNC, obviously, the selection method for PNC has been announced already.
What are the plans for today? Watch party.
And heavily reliant on your performances through 2026, and maybe with some consideration of 2025 as well here. So that's looking good. Obviously, the selection.
I mean, we are in a circle, guys. It's fine.
Done. So your performance here in this finals, and also the playoffs next week, and the finals that we have at the end of everything, it's gonna have quite the effect here. So
but yeah,
to have another shot at PNC, another championship, to either come his way or fall through his hands.
Hi, say now.
I don't have much hope for the UK.
Say that.
Oh, boys' plans? Oh, I don't know.
As well, along with the win, right? So
probably
they did, and then how did it go?
I don't know, guys. I'm not a coach.
Anyway, they're lads. I do love my UK boys. I even painted them some Warhams for the last PGC.
In terms of Pubg, which team is considered the greatest or the best? Probably Twisted Minds.
Anyway,
they have won like the most titles.
The reason we're kind of just chilling, talking about some stuff at the moment is because with a circle like this on Miramar, ain't much happening, right? Like they're just
Yo, it's good, Devil God. How's yours?
Everlong's stretched themselves out a little bit across the positions over Picardo, just a little bit farther south as well. Kind of position themselves between.
Can we qualify?
Doors,
I believe.
You've got to be a little bit careful about that. Boss's 2-2 split is not too bad at all, but getting in wedged between it can sometimes be a little bit scary.
Yep, we can indeed. Could get rough for them too. This circle here, though, is not that congested towards the center here. Obviously, there's some space to be taken. Some of the graveyard area in the northern side, maybe Bushido Wildcats are going to pounce on that and kind of send themselves in. A little bit of crate here in MG3. I'm thoroughly an MG3 enjoyer myself with the 990 RPM, James.
Oh, yes.
Slam those guys down and get them out, especially if laid down with the 6X. It's actually disgusting. Have you tried that?
Oh, yeah. Big fan of it. Big fan. One or two of my boys that I play. El Diablo. Every game. Thank you, I guess. Lovely.
They're trying to summon the mask.
Well, we've had a bit of an Eastern shift, so let's talk about the app for a moment, because we were talking about the Curse of Cantara from PGS, and currently that is currently in. And Virtus Pro... Oh, my days. Virtus Pro's taken the warehouse compound already. All right, everybody abandon ship. It's a strong old compound, that warehouse.
Adusi as well, and the guys are in a great 2-2 split here with the concrete west of Cantara and the kind of high ground 2-story that Phil First and Adusi is sitting in. And then again, with these 2-2 splits here, this is really your time, and that's often what happens here in these high-level pro games, is you have these 2-2 splits. and you need to search the information, especially in Circle 2, because once the 2-2 splits, they kind of abolish themselves and come together. That's where you have an open opportunity to come in and maybe get an open backside.
It's so complicated, dude.
Compound here. That'd be great for some of these teams there. Cantera's still open, surprisingly. Sure, it's an Eastern shift, but the teams that are in there left early on here. And now VP.
Yeah, we are center.
In this compound here. Pretty much dead center.
Are we mortaring? Is that what Nixie's
Let's
up to
go.
That was trained towards Cantera or Cantera Hills. So, is he
ready for an exam that is in 7 days that can be imported from my care. Ooh,
a bit more northwest.
You got this.
Towards Twisted.
Yeah.
Do I stream other games? Not really.
And then see, oh my god, Nitro hits Silas here.
No, this is finals of the playoffs. It's finals, the first finals.
In the distance here. Gonna have some shots towards VP here. Most of the teams on the western side are gonna have to make a big shift. Obviously, with an eastern shift, James, they would assume that there's some space in the east, and they are assuming correctly here. So we might see some big rotations coming in for the guys that are not in currently.
This is like the most EMEA start of all time.
Yeah, it is.
I can't believe Slick, like a Finnish team, is back though. It's been so long since a Finnish team has been
just Levante doing his thing on the road,
dominating. You know,
some shots are happening. You know, kind of a little bit of a scuffle here and there.
That's kind of cool.
Side, realizing Ascend is coming in a little bit later, which actually that's kind of the old Ascend MO coming in later from a.
Yeah, I should add YouTube Shorts.
And that's actually kind of surprising, right? Because that was a.
I'm working on it, guys. I've been really busy. How come there's 2 finals? Probably to give more chance to qualify for EWC.
Rather than the players, they're just like, all right, guys, this is the style.
So consistency instead of maybe less luck based.
You have to play late. You have to get in there. I know. I think it also comes through with how I think T-Bone is either IGLing or co-IGLing at least. So that's also a little bit to his style, right? So
yeah, you hear him a lot in comms when it comes to the scrims for sure. Yeah.
So we'll see how these guys approach it, how they kind of come in.
Wait, so do your points in playoffs count too?
Right now, Viz with the BRDM here, if they play it right, they can actually get kind of deep. There's a lot of fields that is kind of open around some of the compounds. You can actually
Hi Talkin, how are you?
Quite deep through that. I don't think too many teams are gonna.
Or is it just a finals results?
To get this one down here just early on.
Like, how do we know where are they in the standings? It's not this one, right?
Coming in that late, it gets a little bit dicey, right? However, sometimes, you know, in these lobbies, we've seen people make insane plays with the BRDM, getting themselves to top 5 almost guaranteed, using it as a mobile fortress. On the other hand, we've seen some
I don't fully understand
BRDM
it either.
plays where BRDM has been
says it doesn't
and just
count.
stolen away because you've kind of flubbed the either swap out into trying to go for a spray.
Oh, from playoffs we got 16 points. Okay.
Not just him. Admittedly, it's actually happened a few times in the cups. I've watched it as well. But anyway, here we have our circle, and yeah, you remember when I said abandoned ship earlier because Versus Pro had the warehouse compound.
But some teams are already qualified.
They might have found a magnet somewhere in the map, and it's kind of heavily coming towards them, that's for sure. But that's what I'm talking about here with the S8UL.
Yeah, I don't know why Talkin.
Kind of leaves some open space for some of the teams to backfill, and I would even say for either a Navi or a TMO on the northern side, if they see that's free, that's actually quite the playable space, especially with the next circle goes towards them here. There's only a little bit unplayable on that south side towards Los Leones.
Ares is a sick name.
Kind of good for a VP and S8UL game to start things off with.
Oh,
that did not work out.
Damn.
Schengen pushes in here and gets Justice down.
I was about to say how many minutes until we have our next kill in the lobby, and I was going to say not many because there's so much movement that now has to happen for a circle like this as these teams are trying to push on positions that are already taken. As Ares wants to try and find a little bit of an angle on the Hive intrusion that has occurred here down on church location, but he's gonna have to move on away from the whole graveyard as a whole here for the
but to get invites,
a brutal wound there, especially since they're in last place with 6 points, right? It's truly the hardest place for them to be playing out from.
Like, I'm looking at this website, and there's gonna be 2 teams that have invites from MEA, and then there's gonna be 2 teams that have to qualify.
Looking good.
Like Pubg Global Partner Team. One of them is Twisted Minds. I don't know what the other one is.
It's not enough.
I forgot.
To compete, but you're still in the sub 16. You're still in it for the PGC points here.
Is it Vitality?
In for this one here. This different side on the map here. Perfected gets Scaff and gets confirmed by Patulin.
What's that, Muzo?
Yeah, they're actually leapfrogging ahead of No Slack on that western
side.
Oh,
Patulin, let's go!
Brilliant play here from Batulins and the
Wait, no, that's not good for us.
Try and shut down No Slack as much as they can. At the same time, though, Starry Skies currently stuck in a bit of a fight here with Vis kind of pulling up. I'm not sure if Vis actually wants to fully pull up.
I thought that he killed someone important.
BRDM still in play. They're seeing.
I mean, Batulin, Twisted Mind's doing good though. Is like doesn't
giving away the BRDM. Nitro shooting in some shots from the distance here and actually doing quite a bit of damage against them. But Anne as well as Habibi are cleaning up the rest in the concrete.
Right.
No, they're not gonna get direct invite. It doesn't work like that.
Under control just a little bit here. That's on the guy. Silas gone down here.
Not this year, at least.
From 2019. So I'm trying to make the most out of it.
Maybe in the future.
As well from this. One of our.
If SAUL would have joined PUBG Esports a bit earlier, then we would have gotten way more invites. But since all the invites were already figured out,
it's a bit rough for the northern teams. There's so much space around that VP compound that you're gonna have to kind of argue that at one point it's just gonna be worth breaching it, right? And I don't know if that's gonna be Hive's straddle plan right now. There's a dip west of them as well. I don't know if that's worth playing yet. Could be it that they're going for with a few cars and stuff like that's gonna work out for them. The dip is out. They're splitting even. I don't know if that's the play. Okay, they're driving.
Yeah, next year I think for sure. Probably.
Side of VP is actually worth it. I'd say here. Correction finds Perfect 6 for the confirmation after Nixie knocked him with a headshot.
No, I didn't know about SAUL at all before.
Yes, right? Mortarbait's the scary one for them, I think, at the moment.
But if they use a mortar in that dip, it's gonna be practically impossible to see anyone from there.
Yeah, Telkin.
Oh my God, Beamy finds Dante. That's actually disgusting. And now look at that mortar. They're gonna consider that and see if they can maybe get a confirmation on it. They've got really good idea of how close that is. That's like that's actually kind of close. I think
it's slightly off. I think it's 2 left, but the distance is not bad. But I think it's just a little 2 left. We'll see as it comes down. Navi did a lot of work on the other side as well. Yeah, you can see.
Vitality is rotating past us. Let's have bunch.
Okay, so the next one a little bit more right, and that actually might be on point. They got a point man and Lookarooks and Beamy on the roof, so
yeah.
Now they might be able to blow the cover away. Look at that.
So what was your thought? I mean, I got approached by a doozy
at the moment here, so good stuff there by them. But I mean, if anything's going by a game like this, usually that's not the end.
See, let's just go.
When it comes to that kind
of Vitality wiped, easy peasy, 3 kills. Vitality in the bin.
Vitality. Admittedly, Vitality was a little bit wounded coming into this. Of course, losing Levante as early as they did. Oh no, Habibi. Oh no.
That's crazy to see that happen here. Paints goes down as well. Star Sky. That's also in a fight here. Nitro trying to make a push for it to get the point confirmed at some points here with the Scar. See, he spotted him.
We knew this, yeah. Sure. And we're vibing in the circle too.
Habibi gets Nitro down to just Vatso here from Star Sky.
Next circle is gonna be rough though.
Eliminated. Having lost
we're shooting Navi at the moment.
Big fight for them, and looks like Ascend is.
Navi is only 2 up.
This is why I'm always so concerned about those kinds of fights when you've got a BRDM. But Cover Levy with a nade finishes off Everlong here from the distance, and Noslack has done a really good job of negating
it's first match of the day.
Actually leapfrogged ahead of them. But that being said, here's Hakatori in the wings, spotted by Beamy in the far distance of all things.
Ferris knocked the doozy.
During this, maybe get a bit of a backstab here on Twisted Minds, but Twisted does know that they are lurking around here.
Dude, they never show our fights. Hakatori is knocked.
Great play by them.
Bestlich stole the kill. Let's go. Let's go. He stole the kill. Easy point.
But now Kid and the guys are going to make a send for it, a play for it. And they, again,
I think they're going to get a doozy. They're going to res a doozy.
Point out of this. They're not inside the top 8 for placement here, James. The question is just for Ascent to finish it off quickly so they can kind of continue their campaign. They actually have quite the playable space ahead of them with this next circle.
They res the doozy for up.
Keeping them in.
Massive. Built first, another knock on Twisted Minds.
Been in this whole time as well, though.
Yeah.
From circle 1 all the way down to where we are right now.
Damn, we got 2.
Doing massive damage, but
wow. Should be easy res though, I think.
Well here for the moment. And now, if they can make the recovery happen here on this
example. Oh, nice example. They had 2.
Batulins.
We have 5 kills. That's massive. But
connects, that could be all 4 of them.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
Batulins tries to go for a banter fast play on it.
Oh my god! But 2 lanes.
Just slightly here. But now all the guys are looking to see if they can get the confirmations here. That's insane.
It's
the points are gonna kind of come through to him now. Twisted.
It's looking bad. Aduzi's sitting in the blue though.
Now a 1v1 with the last remaining player in Aduzi.
Are we getting any placement points? Teams 11.
I can't believe how much Batulins has done against S8UL here, because I think the S8UL, if they'd have been able to just clean out even just Batulins just a little bit or anything like that, it could have been a really good game for them from that north side, maybe kind of playing in through some of the dip, but not to be the case. Batulins once again shuts them down completely. And maybe
we got 5 kills, 5 points. That's
here by
not bad.
Still alive, raining down havoc on the position here of Bushido Wildcats. Medibase down, and that is going to be
sarcasm, Adam?
To try and do something against all of this, but
what the fuck?
Hello. Okay, well, you know,
what way you killed him?
What?
Yeah,
that's a good game. Like, decent game.
Kill, it's good for him. Defex finds
5 points.
And now it's Pubg versus Nemesis. Nemesis, they're the big benefactors of this southern shift to come their way. They're looking and
just pretending
really great inside this concrete here, holding on to both sides a little bit.
2 players knocked out by Navi last pair. That's where mistake happened.
Pubg, but a BRDM actually might enable Pubg to go basically anywhere they want from now here. It looks like they're going to go from the northern side. That's going to be a VP looking out to try to deny this push here. Is it going to be a crash onto VP?
No way.
They're holding on to inside.
Hard to say.
Yeah, this opens up so much opportunity for them in a field like this, right? Where normal vehicles are just going to get blown up and anything like that. At least having this moving fortress in what is very open fields. Admittedly, there's some dips and kind of some inclines like Pubg is trying to use at the moment, but it's not that deep. So technically, if you're on these roofs, you can kind of still see down into them, and that's why the smoke's there. This is a difficult circle. Technically, a little bit of VP still in, so we can have it for a while. It just depends on what's going to happen after that.
Yeah, and with Nemesis as well, obviously having the concrete in, they're safe, but it's very likely that neither of these 2 compounds in the next circle is going to be in. We're going to have a field ending. Probably some road still in, surely, but yeah, stay at side here with the kind of open concrete that's close to him. On the other side is the best.
I feel like it's likely that would have been really hard to rotate regardless, but who knows?
And a really crazy amount of cover here. With some vehicles, it's very playable here. But VP still in. And on the roofs now is going to make it so rough.
And they also know that nobody's in the north of them anymore. So that means that they can kind of use this with no impediment whatsoever and be able to just duck behind all of this when Sosed's inevitably put some shots in against it. Sosed's taken actually some of the little bit of a concrete position himself over the road here to be able to kind of hold that down. That's an incredibly important location for a circle like this, as Beamy does even more damage here against Pubg. They're getting destroyed.
Yeah, getting absolutely destroyed here. Keta stealing one of the kills from Beamy and getting another knock on to Sloyd Jacket here. Keta 98, as you guys said yesterday, was actually one of the greatest calls I've ever heard.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I think it was a decent game.
6x here, and Ascend actually on this southern side with high ground and cover to play might actually be a great game for them too. Currently in 15th place. One great game. Look how close it is from 18th up to 24. You can jump from 15th place to 7. With a few kills and a good game for Ascent here. So it's really tight. And that matters when we're talking PGC points and actually prize pool as well. So very tight for that place here right now. And as we're talking about, it might be a followers race currently. It's looking really good for the teams already with Twisted Mind still. But 5th place is so much more different than 15th.
Yep, the top 4 still looking really good at the moment here, but Ascend kind of coming alive at the moment, taking down Hello My Bad. So is No Slack still, though, still doing a lot of damage against Hive.
Hello My Bad?
From Hive, but it's not
you
really
mean Hello Senpai?
With it, as that, well, you know what, that vehicle it's gone. It's leaving. Bye. See you later. Look out.
Get her. Now with some shots here from the Ace. Can they?
I'm optimistic too.
Got him as well, boss. This is going to be difficult for them because both No Slack is going to be looking towards them. Nemesis is going to be looking towards them. Once these smokes they dissipate, they're going to have such a hard time to play. And with the vehicles that's been placed already, that could be the next spot for Ascent.
Is this a Sense game?
MG3 and full 3 gear for T-Bone, looking good for them. 5 kills as well coming their way. Dante finds Sat.
Okay, definitely not. I think it's Nemesis game.
More blue zone nades come forwards, trying to shut them down on any movements they actually want to make. That's a good nade as well, trying to hit Sata. Does 48 damage. Here's another one. Bounces perfectly onto him as well there. Now EXE taken down by T-Bone from a distance. So they've been able to have a decent overwatch against that. But they're going to have to move eventually, right? Ascend here. And Mogor finishes off No Slack. It's really important that these teams start shutting down the top 4.
Yeah, we have a northern shift here. It's actually the compound that's still in for VP.
Yeah, I saw Subo. That's awesome.
For this northern shift here, but Nemesis also still has some cover on that southeast side, and eventually we're going to be ending up in the fields. Now Ascend is going to have to make a play here, either on that southern side or to make a push onto Nemesis eventually, but we'll see what they decide to do. Surely it looks like a VP finish here. James, in my book, right?
Yeah, you'd think so. I guess me saying abandoned ship from like 5 minutes in was accurate. This is such a problem for everybody else right now. But Nemesis still alive, technically still ahead of them on the leaderboard right now. PGG trying to join that top pack as they've got themselves honestly in a bit of a bind, because eventually what's going to happen is that teams are going to get desperate and try and crash in against maybe their position, right? Like I don't know how all these teams are going to be able to eventually fit in this circle without some casualties.
Yeah, that's again the southwest side here with Boars, with the center.
Apparently our Discord is lagging.
Like that's 3 teams that's eventually going to go out, right? Could PGG survive it? It's potentially just going to be the last team with the push here, but I think Hive is looking to try and kind of encroach a little bit on that northern side to get in.
Okay,
Balls,
there was a big development in the north because Nixie's was the anchor position.
Having some issues with the Discord.
He's been knocked. The rest of Virtus Pro is on the warehouse wall right now, so that's actually a bit of a problem here for Virtus Pro that they're going to have to solve. Maybe get across on with some smokes and try and get this sorted as quickly as possible.
Definitely now circles are really ticking here. 10 damage per second. And that's it for Boars to go out here. He actually got Keter down as well.
Nice.
Delaying Ascent so much that it's just going to be swept in by Nemesis. All the points free. More for Defex to come here. Sosa goes downstairs, get the confirmation onto Keter here. And now Nemesis just encroach a little bit onto this roadside. Maybe get Sosa up potentially.
Correctly crossed to Nixie, so there is still some hope and light in the VP camp right now. Even though only 1 kill's gone their way, this is the thing. You might have a
Diaper. I'm surprised Proteins in Pubg is still using Discord. Most other esports use TeamSpeak because of their reliability. Yeah, I don't know either. I know they use TeamSpeak on LAN, but on online games they use Discord.
It's up to Hive now, as well as maybe the last member from Ascend, to try and do something against what is
yeah, TeamSpeak is way more reliable.
Yeah, Hive trying to survive with smokes. Nades coming in. That's a great nade. It's going to do some damage. Finds Schengen. Takes Mogor.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Just going to go in and get the confirmation. Yow! Well played by him here. Now they're just going to take some shots. It's on fire. He's going to jump out. And Mogor gets the point here. Mogor's been such a force to be reckoned with here from Hive.
How did Dante go down to the PRTM? I think it exploded and rolled into him.
Yeah.
Oh no. Maybe you can get him up here as now shut down Presenti. Zabilla and Sloy trying to hold on.
There's a chat function too, but you don't really need to use it
at the moment. Whilst trying their very best.
Yeah, there's still a second tournament. This is just the first finals. There's going to be another finals.
After they do get their res on up.
Sees it. Yeah, he's got info. 3 gear as well. Stun grenades. No lethals though, so he's gonna have to get the kills with the AUG or with the MK. Can he get another point? Can he get 2 kills here? 2 kills on PGG would be huge. Damage done onto Hive. Really good connections here from Kilyakai.
Dude, VP, considering VP has been in the circle the entire time, they only have 1 kill.
No, that's greedy. You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. Maybe another. He wants to maybe go for the cover here. Zabilla gets Mogor. I think that's the other side you gotta continue and focusing on here, because Hive out, PGG backstab here would be a point for placement and 2 points for the kills here. That'll be 3 kills, 3 points for Ascent instead. Great game for them so far, but Kilyakai, some more lethals coming out from Nemesis.
Yeah.
Trying to survive
as long
as he can.
I think we got good points. Like, look.
For a salvage, right? Like, he stayed alive to top 4.
Yeah, no replacement points, but I think we had good points from this game. Like 5 points in a is very good IMO. Yeah, like nobody has more than 5, but I mean the teams that are gonna win are gonna get placement points, obviously.
Doing a lot of damage here to Virtus Pro. This might just be giving it to the hands here of Nemesis. Oh my days! PGG outlast Virtus Pro. That is brilliant from them.
That's so surprising. I was actually assuming that they had way
5
more
is good. Yeah, guys, it is.
But look again, James. Once again, we see Nemesis in a top 2 situation, and it's looking dire for PGG at this point. Defex gets another one, already 3 on the board. Can he get him as well?
Dude, Nemesis is insane, though.
5-piece on top of the 18 kills he already has, and it's another victory here for Nemesis. They are looking poised for this finals.
They played it great from the southeast side. Every single move they made, be it individual or 2-2 splits, meant that they were just taking further land into these circles. Really good stuff from Nemesis, who was already #1.
They're showing repeats.
And now they've got themselves another chicken dinner. This is getting scary for the rest of the teams.
I mean, I certainly want to see the same teams popping off again, but Team Nemesis starting to down with a chicken dinner is just unreasonable. Some really good
next game. Oh, Everlong died early too.
Quite a difficult ending. I think I particularly like the Millman held back for a long time over on that roadside. He played off on the concretes towards the eastern edge, and he was just locking players down. But I do think it's hard to play that kind of position on the backside anchor, because if you go down, it's kind of a detriment to your team, because
goodbye, Devil. Enjoy your studying.
To rock up and backfill you. So
yeah, they never show our fights. I mean, Vitality was just rotating from the blue. They were low HP.
As soon as they know VPs goes down, this team is so quick to react.
Oh, for sure. I think you hit the nail on the head.
But it's still very important. We stole lots of kills, I think, last game. Not lots, but a couple, which was crucial.
Right, Avenger, you're playing against this warehouse location that nobody really kind of wants to go into line of sight of. There's so much field around that. Everybody's playing these small compounds here and there on the south side with just flat terrain in front of them. So it's tough. It's tough this game.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously,
exactly.
Having this concrete on the southern side. Once we had that eastern shift, Sozet was there for so long solo. I don't think anybody expected this circle to go that much. Once that southern shift hit, they were just all there, and they were farming. 8 kills, 18 points to come their way. On top of their already 65 points prior from yesterday. That is crazy.
Yeah, they are going to be flying high if they're able to take one of these PEC finals. That is a fantastic result for them so far, and they don't really show any sign or
yeah, we got top 8 in this game. It's not so bad.
13 points average yesterday, and now another 18 points on top of that. That pushes their average even further.
Look how many teams are in the last literally since from top 7 to top 16, everybody's around super similar. Okay, not really, but you get what I mean though.
Mental right now, but yeah, that's the reality.
It's really
we'd be going pretty bonkers. I mean, 83 points over 6 games, like you say, it's unheard of. Let alone from a cup team. There is a big asterisk on that though, with Team Nemesis being filled with some star-studded players anyway. I did just want to quickly talk about PGG as well on that game though, because I think they had a fairly decent game off the back of that, and they are having that bounce back. It did happen in the late of the day yesterday, but I think this is a good game.
Две команды проходят, а две команды, по-моему, с инвайтами. Не знаю, сама, запутана.
They get a little bit boisterous with it, right? And I do think they maybe towards the end they got a little bit too boisterous with it, but they waited to unveil that thing until very late. They were playing Farah on the eastern side, waiting, and then as soon as they got to a point where they were like, okay, it's go time, rocked up alongside VP, dropped all the smokes to keep BRDM as healthy as possible, and they were able to later on.
This Sloy Jacket looks like the most Russian guy ever.
I like the way that PGG played that out. I don't think it was ever going to be a winning game.
Три команды с инвайтами, это какие, кстати?
Off what was a difficult game.
Really well played by them. Obviously outlasting Virtus Pro, who had that kind of warehouse compound, is extremely impressive considering what they have.
No, guys, I don't talk with the players. I'm not a coach. I mean, I don't talk anything gaming related. Navi?
Are we just going to see Defex in every top damage, top kills, every game from now on? Because this is what he's doing, man.
I mean, he's crazy good, right? Yeah. That's really awesome to see. 23 kills. What? After just 6 games, almost averaging 4 kills per game.
Plus Slota.
But yeah, they
Да, типа 3 этих команд плюс 2, которые по поинтам пройдут, да?
But yeah, they were just playing so well.
Who's the coach or Mac?
Tons of damage done both from utility and how everything kind of lines up. My biggest surprise in this game here was, first of all, the BRDM not being destroyed earlier. There's so many teams that had an eye on it and standing in that open hay bale.
А где Леви видно, типа, по поинтам, где сейчас соло?
And even make sure that it's, you know, disable it. But also, in a case where we were talking about during the game, obviously, BRDM's
his channel name? He doesn't have a channel.
Here, this was criminally deep into the late game, considering how many teams was actually close to them, right? I could have seen a Virtus Pro and someone else just laying the hammer
Можешь мне ссылку отправить, пожалуйста?
But I really like the way that they played with it, where they were playing with 2 cars in front, where it was catching all the attention, because that's obviously an easier target than a BRDM, right? Which left all the bullets to go to the front cars, which were, you know, later disposable, that the BRDM actually had enough health that even if you put a few mags in it, it was still staying. So kind of like that from PGG, and that really put them into that second place.
They went on a journey, man. I mean, if you think about where they were on the east side of that circle, and then suddenly finding themselves on the west side as well, considering how difficult it is to usually traverse a circle like that. Yeah, very impressive stuff by them. Also, just as a side note, by the way, the team focus that we just watched was pre-picked before that game, and it just so happened to be Nemesis, and Nemesis took that to heart apparently, and decided, no, we'll win the game as well. That would be really cool for you guys, wouldn't it? But I do get word that our team comms are ready, so actually let's listen in. Maybe it's Nemesis, who knows? Let's listen in from that previous game.
Да.
We need to make it orange table and kill right team.
Running pull open.
A set. Tractor in green.
Dark me follow shield.
I don't smoke and bait on me. Убил нашим сальника.
Damn, you kinda got owned.
Нок. Хорошо.
ВП, еще нок.
Ласт.
Вайп.
Ши нахуй. Играйте, похуй играйте.
Пробегайте со мной один!
Давай.
Иду. Вайп, я право забираю.
What is this?
Какие ластовые остались?
Dude, his mic. His mic.
У них и так поинтов дохуя, килю аптеку.
Какой ебаный микрофон.
Да.
Зубчик. Без КП, зубчик.
Кто это вообще? Кого это голос?
Не спешите, просто доиграйте.
Это Defex?
Нету. Я к Defex'у.
Жмите позицию, без ноков, пацаны, доиграем. Один в стене,
Двое выше, стена выше. Одного ног, еще один. Флэш даю.
А, это Defex.
Пойдем.
Ой,
Дисциплины. На дисциплине.
Important it is to this team. They understand what they're playing with right now. They are playing with house money, and if they can keep hold of it and be able to take it away from the rest of the teams in the lobby, they're going to be getting some big PGC points, which kind of puts them in the running to be able to go to what is our next PGS, of course, not necessarily those points, but you know what I mean, because of the qualification via PEC, as well as maybe even EWC as well. So right now they're playing lights out. And it's very exciting to see here, Martin, considering what we just listened to.
I mean, I understand some of the crucial words there, especially with the давай.
Миша, у меня в моем чате в Ютубе там люди приходят и такие пишут, почему наши игроки такие плохие? Почему наши в конце?
When you saw the 4x spray on the AUG, he demolished him. That was a demonic spray. So no surprises there, but
они потом мне говорят, ты поговоришь с ними? Ты скажешь, что им делать?
That many smokes to kind of play with, so there's not much guessing game. Like you have soft cover, there's going to be 4 players just spraying through that. There's a lot of teams, players going down from that. So yeah, big kudos to PGG from that game. That was really.
Да, я поговорю, я скажу.
Yep, maybe they can jump up eventually if they're able to continue that here throughout the day and get into that kind of top 4 pack that does exist currently. At the same time,
почему они играют так медленно?
Nemesis as a whole, it feels like respect has been put on the name, and a lot of respect when you think about exactly what you said about.
Почему они не в зоне?
Yesterday, he was saying, "Yeah, I'm not surprised by what Nemesis is able to do with the names that are on that team." So, it definitely
семья реально в
ахуе right now, even after just 6 games.
Yeah, it's very cool. I mean, let's talk about some of the other big names though.
Ничего, ну пройдем.
Twisted Minds. I mean, that engagement there The fact that Batulin is able to get that massive
142k subs. Thank you guys. I'm gonna release a YouTube video soon.
But again,
just give me some time.
Like S8UL is
What's up,
getting caught out on the edge of circles right now. This is where they're struggling the most. And it's over 6 games, right? It is over 6 games. It's a hard circle to play. But we can't keep saying that every single time. It's a hard circle. They're chasing the circle. I do want to see something a little bit more from S8UL coming into the next match. We know they have it in them. We know it's possible. Just let's get it going. This is crazy. I think the production team just wants to show it because it does look so insane.
They love looking at Defex, I think.
Нет, реально.
He makes the stats look hilarious.
Yeah. Especially across 6 games, as Martin was mentioning, like almost a 4-point kill death average is just ridiculous for Defex. It's not even kill death because he's just surviving through some of those late games. Anyway,
match start.
Blank will get you after this game. It's time for the grassy pastures. It's Erangel here for game number 7, and right now the lobby needs to shut them down. Nemesis has to go town early, somehow, some way, in these games, Avenger.
Yeah, someone has to stop him. I'm not sure who's going to be. I think it's going to have to be a collective effort here, James, with our northwest plane starting over Sagi, going down towards Novo here. A very fair plane. You can get into your usual loot spot as you want. Or you can take a car and get into where
я не могу клип сделать, чтобы Салику отправить, он про брата не знает. А почему не клип не сделал? Что, я забанила тебя, что ли? Потому что я дрявый.
Well, a 4-horse race chasing Nemesis, which is eventually is going to be, I guess, with Defex breaking records as it is right now. And,
Twitch лагает.
Mind asking, is this circle going to go north, James? Can we somehow, anti or counter curse this, caster curse this, that it doesn't go servany? Because these northern circles, man, with this plane path, it smells like a Sagi servany ending or plane crash ending to me.
Milta Power is our loot spot, Lucas.
Well, the fact that Nemesis gets the room that they do on a drop like this as well is just.
But we have the circle. Let's go, guys. We are in the circle.
We will be going
W.
South of Yasnaya, centering near Hall of Fame, centering near Shelter. So there's a lot of options for this one. Of course, good old Twisted Minds, being the usual school apartments team, will be eyeing this up and salivating at the idea of being able
it must
to play
suck to loot Zarky,
but what's also important from compared to our previous Erangels is the Mythov actually finally gets to go up towards Yasnaya. Obviously, they didn't really get that too easily yesterday because the play pass didn't really favor it too much for them in one of the Erangels. So for the Mythov, this is an opportunity to have a bit of a bounce back after
just a grind for points
on the board.
Yeah. That's the big one here. Now Lukrux is in a bit of a pickle here. Takes a dragon off himself, and now he's half HP Dante. Looking at it to try to get one. No helmet himself. So a little bit scary too, but the car's out there. Yeah, got cap on. The car's out there, and that's the one Lukrux is trying to get to kind of
Вообще, Адоз нравится, когда он не в зоне в первом круге.
I think it is the case.
Не, наши фанаты все говорят, что нужно прям в центре быть все время. Другие, типа, они все пишут, что мы слишком медленно ротацию делаем. Я считаю, они правы.
Vis as well,
мобильные игроки.
All the way over to kind of the Lipovka, big split across mansion, across prison, so they've got a lot of potential options loot-wise available to them, and it also gives them good purchase on a circle like this as well, right? This, I think it was mentioned prior by either you or Blank, but they've just done a bit of a stellar job being in 6th place.
Ты им скажи, что если они будут в центре, так неинтересно им прува нету, потому что они часто не в зоне. Да, да. Нужно, кстати. Мы играем на hard mode.
For some of the teams below them to take them over, who have more experience on the regionals, more experience even on lands as well for some of them.
How many languages? Russian, English, Finnish, a little bit of German and Swedish.
Yeah. I can even 16,
but not really anymore.
30. It's so close. 11 points from 15th to 6th.
Exactly.
It's kind of crazy, right?
Sergey Zubkov!
I love the separation that's happening already from PGG, having their consistency. 14 points down, but there's another 13 points up to no slack. So yeah, we'll see how deep they are able to push themselves into this one. I'll say this though, James,
ну ладно, тут 3 подряд выиграть.
Top 3, top 4
да. Да нет, я, кстати, вчера у нас типа 2 игры было таких, ну типа не самых лучших. И у меня в чате писали, они могут комбакнуть. Типа бы они проиграли 2 игры. В прошлой катке, кстати, сосед, они выиграли, и он в чате такой, в войсе говорит, да дисциплине мужчины. Hello guys, what's up? We are not going to get EWC spot from here. Yes, we are. Guys, you need to get top 2, and 3 teams are like Twisted Minds, VP, and Navi are qualified insta. So if they're on top, it's okay.
Individually, they're fantastic players. It's just not gone their way.
Не, они реально похоронили их после первой катки.
That series to get a 4th in PGS 7 and a 1st in PGS 8 is just insane, right? That showing is some of the greatest showing we've seen from former BB team now as at UL. It's obviously awesome. I hope that that kind of continues to come in through. They got a
what is this vertical camera?
Last year, not as high as they're hoping.
Oh my God, where's Phil first? He's in a cave. Он в пещере.
You know, pretty close to actually being able to get into the top 8. The lobby is so close once you get to these PGCs here, so yeah, it has to come your way. Just now with this circle on a angle here, Molotov getting lots of info. Looking at,
I don't know if there's another way to get EWC spot. I don't think so.
Some of our friends from
I mean, another finals too. This is the
no, it's worse.
Second match.
I think we said like
third match. Sorry.
Yeah. Hey, that's awful.
Wait.
It's heaven forever.
Or backflip. That's fine.
This is second match.
For the Americans.
I'm cooked.
I'm okay with that because it's so much fun to do, you know?
Hello, Priest.
And great game from them yesterday. I was going to say here, a great game for them the prior game, but they're going to have to
I was so bad today. Last game we had 5 points.
Now they put
which is, I think, decent. First game, I forgot.
6th. Again, really talks to how close our bottom half, or well, bottom 2/3 of the lobby is.
What happened first game? I don't remember.
The 11-pack chasing everyone here. Now Nemesis, Miramar getting lots of space on this eastern side here. I don't want to be running into a Nemesis if I am.
А кроме этого нельзя еще пройти?
But they've got space. They've got prison right now. They've got some of the Harry Potters and some of the.
Oh, this is the second game. Oh, my bad. Okay.
So how these shift could be great for them, but we'll see.
Sorry,
what
guys.
We get in terms of circles, James, and how greedy the teams are right now.
Да,
really both Mansion and Hall of Fame.
For me, looking at Hive coming in from the west, this is the most. If you cast your mind back to 2025, this is so a circle where they would be coming in late and somehow threading the needle to get a central position on the next circle shift. This is like the typical scenario where Hive would do that and somehow get away with it in Masters from 2025. But we'll see. I think it's been a whole lot harder here so far, with everybody really focusing on 2026 format. And for Virtus Pro,
I'm not sleep deprived. I slept way too much. What's up, Sahaveli? What do you mean, observer?
On the very south side of this circle.
Yeah, you guys, easy comeback. Easy comeback. Soul first. SAUL's gonna win.
As we have him now, I think there's just so much more congestion towards that central side that
this is final one.
Threading the needle is more difficult. And for me, especially in a lobby where there's so much in the line. Arguably, we were talking about you and I and Blank, obviously, with the guys. I'm like, this is probably the tournament in PUBG's history for obviously multiple regions, but there is the most on the line in this. We're talking 2 big regionals.
Huge, yeah.
This one has 2 PGSs, Esports World Cup. And if you win this, I would argue that there's a big chance you're going to PGC 2. Also, for the teams and the players individually, after PC is over, there is the PNC selection. So there is just so much coming through that matters so much, especially for obviously the 24 teams that's playing PNC. But so much in line for this, and one of the most exciting tournaments to watch so far of the year for my book here.
I completely agree. The knock-on
effects are tough here from the regionals for this one. I mean, it might even quell your motivation. If you don't do well here, it might quell your motivation to do well at the next ones. And, you know, you're thinking, oh god, it's such a uphill struggle to be able to try and overcome the points that all these other teams have been able to already acquire. So it might be difficult. But we will see. S8UL just kind of still perched up around kind of lumberyard area, a little bit west of it as well. They're just waiting for the circle to come along and see what's going to go. Fantasia though goes down to rocks. Hive did not thread the needle. They just crashed head first straight into this compound. And Mogor takes down Verstory. So that is a brilliant start here for Hive.
That's big, and it's Mogor again.
Блин.
It's this story is just continuing from Mogor. Really
Фришки улетели.
This year so far. I hope Hive can continue just a little bit here now on the chase, trying to get onto that PGG spot.
Ты, кстати, в этом кемпике тоже улетел, Миш, против меня. Не забывай.
Sure, Timo, maybe not right now, but still, all the other teams are within, you know, one really good game or two pretty decent games here. Southern Shift here. Let's talk about it. S8UL,
да, конечно, добил. Там Лёша еще в опене был. Я добивал.
Yeah, they were the furthest south
team.
Gets handed yet again an opportunity. That said, at the same time, though, those teams that were pre-driving on that east side, Nemesis, namely, is being able to get in here very rapidly, which is fantastic for our #1 leaders right now. As you see,
this is our game, guys. Surely.
Moving into what looks like tempo dip.
Final 2 dates.
Yeah, that's my question as well.
Нет, семья очень рада.
Yeah. I mean, with a southern shift like this, you would also assume that that's a more southern side of it.
Oh, is Pubg Mobile a little quicker, actually?
Maybe get some space open. That would be cool to see. Let's see how deep Vitality goes. Maybe just goes for a shelter play here now.
Okay, so I think playoffs are... Guys, it's all within like 2 weeks.
The more
hello, are we winning? Yes.
But now TMO, this drives in, drives close to each other. R2 then gets Ares. Pains gets Mika. It's just a complete
oh my god
for these teams. Shots come in too. Justice with the drive-by on the barrel gets him.
Really
more shots from Habibi. Can he get a connection? No, he didn't get it.
The Mythov can't catch a break, right? Every single time. Unfortunately for them, we're probably going down here
domination
in 16th place, and there they go. And it's not even Vis that puts in the killing blow. It's Boars. So wait, hello, car in the distance. So Habib is going to look on through and see what's going on there, as Boars will be continuing their drive on. That was just a casualty.
You got him from the baby seat.
Past. So yeah, the Mythov, brutal stuff.
Yeah, unfortunately for these guys. And the fun thing is that a few Germans on that lineup is also individually competing against each other.
Yeah,
for
cheer up, guys.
So performance in here is important. That's Hive out in 15th place, though. Mogo, Dante, and Rocks down here. Perfectix and Badulin's finding multiple kills. Badulin's going to have to be saved. That's looking pretty easy for them, but still.
What's the mindset of IJL?
Here in the new compound, and they're
kill everybody.
They're inside the circle, but they're going to have some space to move ahead of them here. A little bit surprised for S8UL not moving and being more greedy with the compound now. VP has actually threaded the needle and found tons of open space inside these garage buildings just outside of Milton, where we have so many endings, James. We've seen in PGS,
hi Sam, what's up?
In Master Series, in Korea as well. We have so many endings close to this area here throughout the last couple of months and years.
Well, I mean, for Starry Skies, right? When do they eventually move from copy-paste? Because they've currently got 2-2 at the moment across the whole location, and that normally becomes a bit of a focal
it's crazy
point,
how, like,
in the previous games.
All these teams are so close to each other.
The fishing net being minor,
да твои братья обратно приходят с неба.
Yeah, more so like just a sheet of steel that they crashed into. Unfortunately, it was twisted minds at the very end of it. So, yeah, there's just not much room for what we saw from them success 2025-wise in
is there any chance of comeback? Yes, guys,
anyway,
believe.
They can kind of quell those concerns later on, as Everlong is only 2 alive and coming in from this west side too. I don't know. I think that sheet of steel might hit them hard as well.
The steel wall of denial is coming through for sure. Next circle popped, and it's going a little bit west. Starry Sky, dead center. T-Bone now might be able to get some kills onto balls here. He's got all the info. Backup is coming in. Maybe it's Chris can bait some shots, and then T-Bone can strike a little bit. Look at that. They're actually going into a car. They're going to be leading. They're not in port. Time to shoot. Get one. T-boned up on. Oh my god. Hello, Senpai turns him a headshot from the AUG as well. It's Chris now with a nade. Now the other guys have to come help as well. Kilikai coming in.
Yeah, felt a little slow from T-Bone. He's done his job on the Kai and the car. You can't just then peeking over on the left-hand side because you've already given away your location here. So you need more reinforcements. It's Chris. Maybe throwing some nades on down here to try and deny exactly their position at the moment. Gets us also down. That's a little bit of an air burst there.
Немцам не повезло тут немного.
Damage done. 3-6. Calm down, Chris. These little 360s is jumping away, but you've lost players here of Ascend, even though they kind of got the jump on them.
Yeah, and there's teams lurking in the distance here too. Marshall will full 3 gear too, barrel in hand.
We got 1 kill, right?
No. Actually
Knock?
coming out and you know spacing out the space in between them and the other teams. They're
trying
to take space, trying to take angles. Now Nemesis, sharks in the water here, smelling blood, James.
Yes, they are.
А кто едет с России в этот Nations Cup, ты знаешь?
They have an opportunity here to be able to put in the boot a little bit more against some of these teams, because the thing is that for Ascend and Boars, where do they go? They go down into prison, and that's
120 is crazy. Yeah,
they're gonna have to bail here at the moment, which I'm not a fan of. But there is not much. They're not a fan of it either. But there's not many options available to them.
200 plus 2.
They volunteer in incarceration here and don't want to do that.
Welcome back, Devil.
Also, with this knocking on the door, Nemesis in the distance as well. SZUL also
не знаю, Асценды как-то рассыпались.
some time into trying to get the points here. It's worth kind of getting out and striking, but right now you also have to look towards the center, have to look towards space ahead of you to see if you have
Soul's gonna fight Nemesis.
That's readily available to have a fight, or even call out a 2-2 split from Starry Sky. Some of the space
You're in a volleyball tournament. Oh my god!
Being kind of the furthest in this kind of the triangle of where the Harry Potter towers are west of prison. He's locking down the information to see, okay, we actually have quite the space. He looked at, he's looking towards the center. He knows that he has space ahead of him. If this next circle goes west, they actually can either backfill Starry Sky, or they can say, we're going to go into the Harry Potter that's above them. So it's actually quite the play. And I think they have all the information. They're just making plays to get the points on the board here for the rest.
Surely they've got to kind of consolidate at some point of Starry Skies. When the circle shifts now, and then if copy and paste is both still in, this is going to be insane. I did see that Vis was kind of like in a surrounded position against prison. And that's what I was concerned about, just in case Ascend actually wanted to move out of prison, because Aaron was in a spot where he might have been the kind of the trap door. That is a big Eastern shift. Well, we know
Let's go!
Where Starry Skies is going. Meanwhile, over on
we're in the circle, guys.
Side, this is so important for S8UL to be able to convert from. The only problem is Nemesis is lurking, and as you said, smelling blood in the water. S8UL might not have bled just yet in this game, but if Nemesis comes across them, that is the biggest player in the lobby right now, potentially going to be able to shut down
Big
S8UL.
W's in the chat for the Soul Boys.
Being the point man for this with the BDM here, tons of information coming through. Obviously, doesn't want to commit too much time towards the Stalpa side, but they also need to thread the needle, and south side of Shelter and above Starry Sky is kind of this highway where you drive, you know, just above the prison side of things, and that's usually where a lot of teams kind of go to. Twisted Minds, they saw it, a lot of shots.
Let's go!
Getting 2 shots and a confirmation on to No Slack.
Dominated.
Down and confirmed too. The Lynx singing its song.
Yeah, we tuned in at just the right time for this.
Let's fucking go.
We've got 1 shot left, and those were 3 shots, which means 6 shots, and he didn't do that much. He's only got 270 damage. So that's kind of good that we saw these shots. As Nixie shuts down Everlong completely here. Virtus Pro on this south
Solo
side.
против Эверов.
Well, man.
Yeah, looking good here. Taking a lot of space on this southern side. It's a 2-1-1 split. Lukarux and Beamy holding on to the compounds they don't want to be backfilled from. State get the confirmation onto Hello Senpai. And Pains gets Louis here. Boss is falling.
Yeah, 1 kill got stolen.
This was a halfway point for them, but it turned out to be their cemetery instead.
It's not easy now. I mean, getting caught in the middle of all of this. The fact that Vis did not concede the position either. They stuck around, waited, whilst this team is on the struggle bus on the cliff side against Prism. Tough stuff completely. And of course, Nemesis still lurking. Still completely okay with playing the edge. I mean, if they were going to send it further on in, they would try and crash again, as you say, some of the towers or whatnot.
It's okay, though.
And things like that, but it's such a Hail Mary. Like, if you're Nemesis right now and playing the edge play at the moment, you know that you're super confident about your team fight capabilities as well, with guys like Defex leading the charge. An example leads the charge as well against No Slack, who unfortunately for No Slack, not
rip
best
finish
here
team
for today, considering an amazing day number 1 for them. But again, going up against Twisted Minds, now effectively 2 games in a row. There's only so much you can do.
All right, circle's about to.
Why is it so quiet?
Oh my God, Moldox finds Millman here.
That's massive.
And the guys from Nemesis, and looks like ZZUL is up for it. They didn't.
Let's go,
Moldox. Finds Defex as well with a headshot on the barrel, and James, it's on.
That's huge. That's huge. As So said and stayed in the distance. They're not in a position to really be able to reinforce this either.
Хорошо нам дал
пиздюлей. Shots, but that's 2 bleed outs, and he knows it as well. Underhand with the Molotov to try and shut them down from Molodok. And now Stayed.
Oh no, he's gonna get the angle on him. No, no, сосед, не надо, Зубков.
This is the perfect thing for the rest of the lobby.
Сосед, Зубков, не надо.
Perfect thing for ZZUL getting points here. On the board.
Oh, nice.
Oh, get damage. Now he can see a little bit. At Doozy also here, still inside the circle, getting all the information while the other guys are set out to strike and get some points and deny Nemesis a point of entry into this circle here. Moldox has a great angle on this rock here.
Yeah.
Has all the information on
That was close, yeah. He almost got the angle. Maybe if he waited a bit longer, he would have knocked him.
Avenger, this is an
I think over 27 months of prime.
You've got to shut down
but they know
he's
got the angle now, so.
By the horns right now with a circle shift like this. If you can clear out this eastern side, it is denying them a bit of time though, but there's no pressure really on ZZUL right now.
3 kills already.
The east side, they're gonna have such an easy
I think we should win that fight, I hope.
They're gonna have to do it quick, but because eventually someone's gonna backfill them. Someone's gonna get up and get into the lumber side.
It's a really important
that's kind of freely available. Someone's gonna take the Harry Potter on the northern side, which is kind of the twin to a Doozy's. And Nemesis is trying to leave here. Baby finds 2, finds Sparrow, finds Hackatory.
Oh, they're leaving us.
He continues for a drive-by too. And Nemesis is out.
A Doozy knocked Sosjet too.
That's great.
Yeah, Habibi and Viss are doing quite a lot of damage here. Tire pop, that car's rolling on down. Careful here. Navi's gone. That's Fairest out as well. Viss doing a lot of damage to these teams that are trying to
like, if we win this game, we already go super high up, guys.
To east or east to the north. As Nemesis, of course, was trying to bail from the situation.
Yeah, we got 4 points and we are vibing in the circle.
Exactly the potential threat that's going to be coming from this angle now as well. As they are actually moving into a position with Habibi hunting down the remaining member of
got another knock.
ZZUL is looking to crush this northeast side and take full control of the game once again.
Yeah,
5 points.
Great effort for them. Top 7 as well.
No, we are vibing.
If they can sneak in and maybe get another placement point or something like that. Eventually, Vitality and Twisted Minds are going to fight with a BRDM and how
everything's should know about Habibi, I think, right?
That we're seeing with the approach from the BRDM here. Get into the circle, get some pressure, try to force some of the other teams away here, and then
they should know that there's a solo.
The last circle, they're going to make a send for a play where they know that they can win the game from.
Yeah, I think there's huge value in keeping. Okay, all right, that's a Panzerfaust.
Vestl's got him. Let's go.
He was the Mr. Bazooka man from
Clinical
in the playoffs. Especially on that last day, and they do have a high ground position against him, which is quite nice. The thing is that, as you say, like with the BRDM, if you can keep it alive into the late game, it has unbelievable value, almost unparalleled value against some of the util that is available in the game. They're not looking to put more damage into it just yet here. Vitality, they're bailing from that fight straight into the hands of ZZUL as they lie down and try and get away from it, but Molodok does catch Gedrox.
That's great. Bilvanta down too. Hello, my bad finds Batula in the BRDM though.
Nice.
It's a fight on multiple sides. Molodok get the Gedrox confirmation.
Surely we
here,
get Quizzy. Oh, does he know Quizzy's? Oh yeah, he does.
Just Quizzy. They know where he is. He's getting a blue zone straight to the tree as well. This fight can end up.
Yeah, we have really good positioning.
Completely destroyed. And Twisted Minds might be the winner of this.
Quizzy крутит, сука.
Obviously, but still surviving from that.
They do. I'm just wondering whether or not Virtus Pro starts reading into the lobby as a whole and then starts taking more room from a fight like this, right? Because
we have 8 kills, dude. We have 8 fucking kills.
Location, what is west of Lumberyard, which could potentially allow Virtus Pro to claim some of that and then be able to control this game from there as well. So I appreciate the fact that ZZUL's out for the kills.
Qualify based on points, and 3 teams get invites.
Seizing the middle position. So this is kind of
Navi, Twisted Minds, and
maybe envisaged it here, Avenger.
Yeah.
What's up, Volden? How are you doing?
Here with a boat in there for some cover. Star Sky now 0 kills, had the compounds, but did not put a lot of pressure on for the rest here. Going for Sin, and now they're gonna have to have a big fight with PGG. Cover going out here. Nitro goes for him lethal. Can he find a connection? on some of the guys.
They killed Quizzy. 9 kills.
How many of them are falling already? We're down to just Nitro, and he's got half HP.
Dude, Moldist is owning
Massive
with
damage against Starry Skies. I'm not sure that this is going to be. They're going to be long for this world much longer. Salik has a Panzerfaust as well. He could put in so much damage if he wanted to, but I understand that he wants to actually keep it around for maybe the most desperate situations. Lacrux is going around for the flank here, looking for an opportunity. He's got the ghillie. He's got plenty of 3 gear on board as well.
Да, нет, реально все мы кабэкнули.
Well here for Starry Skies. The skies are going to be lit up as they are out.
Я еще завтра поговорю с ними, вообще первая занят.
Currently on the warpath once again. 8 kills to their name. Need some cover though.
Oh, Batulin's falling again here. That's the second knock for him here. It's going to go down in 30 seconds if he doesn't get helped up. Even a third knock, it looks fourth knock. It looks like currently Bluestone's going out. It's just enough to save potentially Batulin's. Look at that. On the edge here, Nade's coming in now. They're going to have to
we're already top 7. We literally jumped from like top 15 to top 7 in one game, guys. How many kills? 6 kills.
10 for S8UL. They have turned on. They're in 7th place already.
Yeah, look at that jump. It's huge, and that's the problem with the mid.
Moldist is knocked.
Virtus Pro is looking to completely distinguish that top 4 still from the positions. Actually, looking at it, it's almost turning into a top 3 right now.
They do need to win.
Virtus Pro, PGG,
oh my god.
You are done soon. You are going to be cooked. There is not much you'll be able to do.
Are they going to get their res off though?
Nades go forwards against the position of Twisted Minds. Virtus Pro knows there's a team right next to them, but he's trying to do huge damage to reigning.
Yeah, E0 Vibe, I think.
Goliath in EMEA as Twisted Minds is just a little
VP has 11 kills.
Pro has their eyes on so many potential conflicts.
They're vibing because these teams are fighting too, and they're not in the circle.
It's the worst possible circle for everyone in this lobby here except for VP. 11 kills so far. 4 guys strong.
I think we'll get take Nixie's in the circle though.
Disgusting.
But
finds the confirmation steal.
The other teams are fighting.
As Perfectix found the knock here, and now S8UL is laying down the hammer onto Twisted Minds. They are the furthest team outside the zone here. Crescenti goes down, and now Example is trying for the push here onto VP.
Nixie просто с будки хуярит.
For a spray or something like that. It's going to be stolen away by Virtus Pro. Perfectix down.
Ой, с
The
этой
previous
Гарика.
PEC championship, he was an
Да,
absolute
нам нужно
monster.
выиграть эту, а то чтоб обратно.
It might be gone here at the moment. Virtus Pro looking fantastic, shutting them down.
VP versus
kills, jumps into number 1 against an insane Nemesis performance from our previous games. Virtus Pro, the PGS3 champions, is so here to play, but so is a doozy with a mortar here from the north side.
Yeah, and arguably this is going to be a fight for King of the Hill, basically, because they have space on the eastern side. VP has space on that western side.
VP has 15 kills.
It's a 4v4. S8UL, a big task ahead of them with this, James, though. With this win, potentially with 3 or 4 kills, depending on what happens.
Thank you so
if
much,
they
Rival
get this
Audio.
Lockdown. That could put them into 3rd place, considering where they started. Considering that Aduzi had 0 kills yesterday, this is the start that they needed.
Yeah.
Wait, Aduzi has 0 kills yesterday.
Was almost predetermined with the way in which Virtus Pro was holding out the south side, with the way in which S8UL was holding down Lumberyard side. This is a potentially great 4v4 in the making, with these two teams looking fantastic throughout the whole game. 6 for Molodoct. Where are we shooting these? I understand the...
Aduzi просто дырки делает, потом заротейтит туда.
Just in case they have completely wrapped on around.
Умом.
Yeah, we're not going to be connecting.
Is that a play for cover, or for they thought that they were there already? Because like that's the ridge where they could have played already. And if they cleared that, that could be the angle of approach.
Да, я, конечно, не могу представить, типа, если у тебя один день такой плохой был. Не очень. И типа, нужно выиграть именно эту.
Area right now for VP. It does look like a bit of an advantage is on VP's side in terms of the circle, but we have one more circle to pop before we go dead center. So let's see where we go, James.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I still feel like advantage versus pro. I think the problem for S8UL is they kind of lost track of exactly where their opponents are to a degree, whereas Virtus Pro is just saying they're northeast, somewhere up on the high ground. And what could come back to bite S8UL right now is the fact that Curexi is still being a bit of a sneaker. As you can see, even Aduzi is still kind of trying to keep an eye on some of that direction here. But if you want to put it in the hands
what are
of
the
an
odds?
individual,
I mean, I think VP has a little better control.
He's a meanie.
Yeah, they've got the terrain advantage here. The question is, how much is the utility?
They have way
more.
more.
They're gonna need smokes eventually still some of the spaces ahead of them here. So if we eventually can check in, look at that. 4 nades on Nixie. Not a lot of smokes available for them side. 15 total. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. Good shots connecting here.
Certified whiffer, certified whiffer.
Smokes. Not a lot either. So that's a total of 8. So this is going to be very, very heavily smoked.
What the fuck?
Oh my god. Crashes just a little bit in the car here, but survives.
Нормально у него. No! So close! No!
Okay, so yeah,
got him.
Oh,
days.
Nice!
Played his hand quite early in proceedings there for a second, but of course had the card just to go back. Now, they can get him up, I think, from this, but what is SAUL going to do? They know
Duzia.
in the smokes as well, moving very aggressively forward, spraying into those smokes as well, trying to shut down the position that is potentially afforded to them, and that has been actually SAUL moving closer
they're carrying
to the
him
off that knock alone, so good moves here by them.
Taking space after the pressure is coming out here. Now smokes is coming out, and a lot has already been used here. Let's talk about it. 15 is not a lot. It's not a lot because usually we see 4, 5, 6 smokes kind of coming out and making a wall towards the center, and it lasts for 40, 50 seconds in total until you can start seeing a lot of area around it. Now Molotov gets burned. Actually cannot ADS with Molotov around him. And now he's gonna have to try to survive just a little bit. Try to get the here. Beamy off the side. I saw expected him. Look at push up. Gets Molotov down here now. It's on the side of VP getting the majority of this space here.
Yeah, to have a knock on a flush that quickly. This is now Virtus Pro's wheelhouse. You might have a little bit of a control of the little dot for the circle like this. However, still some smokes available, still some util available. Lucarux on that right-hand side could become an extreme problem because it's a bit closer to you. And some shots through the smokes here from Terexi. And that might force a little bit of a heal-up coming in from SAU.
Doozy! A doozy!
P90 in hand. I didn't realize he got it from that crate. And that could be a complete game changer here. Taking down Nixie. This thing is a laser beam.
Now using more and last emergency cover coming in here. This could be the opening for them, but they are spread out compared to how congested VP is. VP had more lethals, no more utility on the side of Doozy, and he tries to go for the push here. The window of opportunity was shut down already. Beamy is down, is getting multiple knocks. Lucarux as well.
Unfortunate.
It's looking rough, and that is Virtus Pro here. It's our rich get richer teams as Virtus Pro already in the
19 kills.
And they take a victory here after seizing complete control of the south side of this circle, Avenger. What a performance from them.
Yeah, what a great step up. What a great point of entry they had in this circle.
It was a good game, but it was so important to win, though.
When we saw that coming close
I don't
to
know.
they were already ready.
Они все после этого
from being ready to get in and get some of the compounds that are available for them. Nemesis still getting kills though, but that 19 kills alongside, oh my god, a lot of damage done here. First couple of shots hits some damage too, but the knock coming in too for Doozy was great. But yeah, VP, what a game for them, man. 19, 29 total.
I don't think they had advantage at all.
Game from SAUL as well, though, of course.
But I
them back in a bit of
I think VP was in a better spot.
Finally, Blank SAUL gets some points on the board, but the headlines are taken away once again by the PGS3 champions.
Yeah, they were in the papers, but they were on page 16, right? They were a little bit further down. It was VP who were on that front page. I think honestly for SAUL though, this is good. In terms of the eye test, is good. And where they were playing,
whoever had to move first was that basically that scenario.
Them to get a good game off the back of this.
Yeah.
I think second place is
I don't think we had advantage, but
VP in that situation. They are so warm during that game. Getting a 19 kill match is incredible, but you could tell right at the end here.
I think we were supposed to lose,
they were having a good match,
but I do think we had a better chance to win though.
Paralleled from Virtus Pro. I don't think they lost a single 1v1 in that situation.
29.
It was just like, I think that the small window of hope there was
like that knock
on the wrap, and I think
that they got on Terexi could have been good, but then after that kind of everything went downhill. But I don't know, I'm not a pro.
Like Virtus Pro is like,
I'm not a pro.
Feel shooting. What do I mean by that? It's like because there's so many smokes down, you're just like, well, you know, we've wrapped around far enough. The smoke's next to a tree. We're gonna spray.
It's okay, dude. It's fine.
and Virtus Pro is just doing
Still
this
got 16
masterfully.
points
But
from
29
that.
points is a ginormous game for them, as they're at 94 points in 7 games here, Avenger. Whew.
And VP being first doesn't really matter because they're auto-invited to. They're auto-invited to.
Like a 2-0 race, even though Twisted Minds
Like we
was
need
in
to
the
be
conversation,
before
but
this team and this
they
team.
got stopped, man. They
yeah.
they got denied, and mostly off the back of that knock. If they had that beer, that would have actually played out a little bit differently. I think they would have made a push onto SAUL potentially later on, but what a way for them. Again, the consistency still is there, guys. They have not still had that big game, and they're still on 75 points.
Thanks,
right?
guys.
So that's the big one for me. I'm excited to see this one here, but wow, look at that.
Jeez Louise, Nixie just doesn't stop. A doozy though, almost 800 damage for him. Again, you know, Blank, when you look at a doozy, SAUL, it's a fragging IGL, and that's absolutely true of a doozy. Despite, you know, Molodok, I think, taking the majority of the kills there from SAUL, a doozy
We are slowly getting
does
back.
lead by example for this roster for sure.
Yeah, he's putting a lot of work. I think for SAUL as well, they play on that eastern side and they try not to get too involved in that engagement.
Биби сидел как будто по лицу.
That was the key moment for
Что это значит?
they're happy to get stuck in. They clear out their entire area.
I'm a
and then
sole
they have so much
manager.
space to play from. But it's totally understandable for SAUL where they just want to confirm like a top 3 game, right? Getting a second place for them is great.
Is our production team just like Profits? So they made Nemesis the team focus in game 1 and they won. And then they made Virtus Pro the team focus in game 2 and then they won. So what we'll do is, after
We can qualify.
this segment, Martin, we'll just ask the production who the team focus is going to be,
win?
and we'll know the winner for
Как
game
будто
3.
по лицу.
Yeah, I mean, these guys know it all. It's like they have 20 observers just following your team, but no, they actually have quite a few. They just know exactly who to follow. But yeah, obviously, following the top teams doing well. They're going to continue to do well. Nixie, 21 kills. Lukaruk, 17.
Thank you, Topsin.
Beanie getting the 14. And that's obviously
Yeah, check
huge
the
for
pinned
these guys.
comments,
Beanie
guys, on
leading,
YouTube.
quite the charge here with the damage, so that's good. But can someone catch Defex? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult, eh? The fact that, yeah, the PGS3 MVP isn't even above where Defex is at the moment. Of course, as Nemesis does actually bear a little bit of an opportunity to talk about here, Blank, because over on that east side, going
15
up
games,
SAUL,
and this
it
was a
very
second
difficult
game.
for Nemesis to get any purchase on that whatsoever. And a little bit, it's probably, I guess, their worst game so far out of the 7.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough spot to be playing from where they were. But it's expected at some point you can't just keep having good games. As much as most teams would like for that to happen, I think at some point you're going to get put down. Even then, I think they got a couple here and there. But I think for Team Nemesis, it is looking a little bit stressful, right? Where you're trying to take this first place, but you have these beasts chasing you down in the form of Virtus Pro and Twisted Minds. And I think that for Virtus Pro, it's interesting the way they play. Because you can kind of line it up directly in comparison to Team Nemesis, where, for instance, you know, Virtus Pro, yeah, they have some games where they don't get a huge amount of points.
Are you Indian? I am now, yes.
These massive games consistently enough that I'm okay with some of this aggressive gameplay, which maybe sends them down in like 12th, 11th place certain games. But if you're coming out with 29 point, 26 point games more often than not, that's fine. That's fine.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let's listen in on some team comms from our previous Erangel here as Virtus Pro takes the win.
Играй, не гасай.
Ты сынок.
Играй.
Сол остался. Вот.
Тихо.
А я в золото.
Есть смоки еще там по себя быть. 2 смока скинул.
Нажать можно. Еще смоков раскидать.
Behind wizard, I think. I'm nading wizard.
Green.
Green?
He's resting my guy on green.
Okay, net green, it's Swiss.
I've my guy on green.
Yeah. Should be close on us, the PGG guy.
Oh, my mod? Yeah, my mod. I think my mod's Indian. I think KP is Indian, yeah. I thought you guys were asking me, so I, as a joke, said.
I can smoke.
Yeah, that's all 4.
Может вырваться, я смотрю. У вас левый выйдет, смотрите лево.
Я смотрю лево.
Бля, убегает налево. Гарики будут еще.
Звук, у меня звуком.
Я смотрю Никите.
Он мне молик дает.
Гарик первый этаж.
Первый этаж Гарик.
У меня хлеба давать.
Ты один играешь.
Слева, помочь.
I think he actually could have lived here. He insta-first stated.
Я жду Гарри.
One triangle, I think.
But I
I'm
don't
only
know.
triangle. Yeah. One triangle. Burning.
Cannot see much. We need to wait for the smoke.
Give me a sec. I'm smoking up the good angle. Healing. Dog triangle, my triangle. One left to top. One left to top, I think.
Yes.
Дал желтый урон.
Я пытаюсь нашить смоки.
Бля, надо пропушить ее, походу, уже, парни. У меня смоков нет. Есть мне передо мной?
Идите, я сейчас справа пойду просто пушить.
Он убежал слева, кажется.
Я прохожу пока.
У меня флопом просто.
Он убегает, я
Но
его слышу.
парни, я иду, вам надо идти, блядь. За камнями живут.
He has a fucking P90, we need to nade him.
He's running.
We have 0 smokes.
Knocked. Last to top.
Let's do up right.
One right. One orange, one
That's
right.
unfortunate.
Orange last guy.
Yeah.
I'm pushing.
I'm taking space.
Nice.
Oh my god, baby.
Fucking
What
go.
the fuck did you just do to him?
It's always good to see from the first-person perspective of Virtus Pro here looking as good as they do.
Do you understand the comms? Yeah.
If this team continues the way they do, looking the way
A doozy was like, I'm pushing from the right, let's go right. And then he got knocked and he was like,
crazy right now this year.
guys, I'm pushing. Like, you need to push as well.
Likelihood when you look at this team and compare to everyone else. And I mean, Nixie is catching Defex up. I mean, maybe not in the damage department, but man, what a player Nixie's been. I mean, such a chill guy as well, and getting this amount of kills, like, he is really doing a lot of work.
Fucky, thank you for the prime. Welcome.
It's great to see. I think Virtus
Welcome,
Pro just
welcome,
has this
welcome.
great mentality when they get to the late game and they bounce off one
It's
another
okay.
so well.
They've set themselves apart, and will that divide continue
Hi, Sasami.
here as Defex has got some wolves at the door? But it is time for game number 3 of the day. Game 8 of our finals, number 1 here for PEC, as Blank and Avenger are going to bring you all of the action. Mr. Blinkers.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, but we're heading straight into the game. This is from the northeast down towards the southwest on this one.
Couldn't be any better. Dude, I don't know. I'm not a pro. Like, it's hard to... I'm not going to sit here and tell, like,
for everyone.
You know?
Virtus Pro, though, what a game that last one was. For Team Nemesis, I'd like to see potentially another strong showing in
5 matches today. This is the 3rd match of the day.
Because I don't think Team Nemesis is done.
So,
just
3 more.
For S8UL, though, I was very
including
happy
this one.
to see what they were able to pull off.
This one and then 2
match.
more.
I think that overall, we've been waiting for this moment to happen for quite a long time now. And it just hadn't quite got there just yet. But for S8UL, great stuff. I'd like to see this continue. You know, you get your 2nd place, you could do a little bit more. Virtus Pro, well, 2-2 split. Hanging around. I mean, last time we saw them on this map, it was an absolute monstrous finish from Lookarooks. I do think potentially they do something again. And they head up towards the northeast side. I told Calaris this yesterday. I'll tell you again, it's dirty. I don't like it up there. It's horrid. But it is a fun place to finish a lot of our circles. With all the water involved as well, a lot of the higher ground availability.
We're not too low.
We do have Heme Town as well up on this edge, and it's been a long while since I've seen a Heme Town
Oh my
finished.
god, what a zone.
Team Vitality starting up there early. And let's talk about Team Vitality for a sec as well, because for Team Vitality, it's a far cry of a distance from what we saw in day 3 of those qualifiers. I think they really had this massive showing. It felt like going into day 1 of the finals that it would be just carried across. And that wasn't the case for Team Vitality. They have not been able to carry across that momentum. They're not doing horribly on the rankings, 27 points, but when you compare that to some of our top squads from that top 5, you know, with PGG being at 48 and then Virtus Pro at 94, it's really not where I think they'd feel they belonged. They have some great players on the team. Levante, when he is blasting, looks fantastic. Similarly on the rest of the squad, Bad Bazooka, he's crazy. But I want to see a bit more from that. Yeah, hello, my bazooka. That's what I want to. I want to see more on our Team Vitality here, Avenger.
Yeah, this is the big one for them. Obviously, this home turf here is really where they need to start scrapping. Also, an absolutely insane circle. Chris is hitting dead center.
Yeah,
but
look for the
so
pinned
much
comment.
unplayable up here that they need to get their heat maps out and get ready And here are a collection of maps. Oh, look at that. I wonder. A good old hot drop on the boot camp. I love that.
Oh, where is that? What is that place? Is that my favorite map of all time?
2019,
wait, what?
Middle map. Have fun. Hot drops. the Painan hot drops where you fight side by side over the rivers. I love that.
Oh, Paris is hot drops as well. Good times. Good times.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Better times.
All right. What's your thoughts so far on what we've seen from Visto? I gotta say, man, I've been surprised and impressed with them holding on to 6th place.
Now
here.
we're in the
Last game,
center
10
zone.
kills.
Went north, dude. We need to sort out things with the zone. Zone is behaving like my ex. Like your ex run away from you.
Had some of the fights throughout, especially with Navi as well. They tried to do a pull up and a drive by, but they got denied.
Oh yeah, we're getting a balloon.
Yeah, they're sort of like a steam train that's low on fuel, right?
Oh yeah, we are.
They chug along.
That's huge. That's huge for us then.
They're a force to be reckoned with.
Hopefully we don't land on vitality though.
Run out of gas, run out of steam. And I do think that's the problem with Is right now, is that you don't often see them far towards those end games. But you know, early to mid, it's fairly decent. You're right, and they are picking up those points in those positions. I don't think they're afraid to take some of these fights either. They have a decent entry point towards this circle though, right on that northern side around Concierge. So I do think that
they should know about vitality.
Game for them to maybe get deeper into the match, with most teams being on this south side
because it's their low spot.
Actually dropping most players.
Yeah, but Linda Shirley is good, and they should know about vitality.
This is absolutely fair from SAUL on the E pickup. But yeah, I think I'd absolutely agree with you. I do think it is surprising still seeing Viz in 6th place.
Yeah, that's good. I like that from them. Well, we're gonna have to see how they approach this one here.
Wait, that emote is so good, Midori.
Coming in from the northern side, they've really figured out that, okay, there's not gonna be a lot of space up here. And with how everything kind of lines up, it's gonna be a fun one for sure. And also with how Rondo is in general, looking at some of the heat maps from Rondo, like, it's actually so rare.
Camera.
We see this exact circle here. The closest kind of usual circles we have is just below Muho Pan and the area below there, because that's the kind of only unplayable or playable space that doesn't go away from water. So we'll see if we end up there. It's the closest compound to where the northern stack, where Vitality is currently. So maybe they also have some inside information on this one.
So what you're saying is these teams, they're cooked. They're absolutely cooked.
Unless you're close to Vitality, or you're fighting out from Muho Pan, or you're on the Muho Pan kind of top side, then you're gonna have a rough one. Yeah, Hollow K9 is my worst nightmare. If he gets this knock, he gets this knock, that'll be crazy.
He gave it a good go. He gave it a real good go, and we can only respect that from a man like Marshall here on boards. But again, this does sort of speak to me of how this game's going, where so many teams have had to
seems like we have decent space in the circle
their way up here, because it is so far away for a lot of these squads. So loot is looking a little bit dire. It's looking a bit dire in a lot of the camps at the moment. Holographic K9, it speaks to me.
K12
though, Navi, Boostic going absolutely over on Twisted Minds.
Getting that many is just insane. I think he might be able to get the last one too. That was insane from him. And
he knocked 3.
It's just Petulins maybe coming back for the chips later, or maybe stealing the chips.
And they didn't even show it.
We'll see. Could be some explosive action here for that. I do love the new addition of stealing chips and putting in the recall tower to get a chance at some gear and guns from the crates. I kind of like that. I don't think it's going to have an impact on competitive in terms of we're going to see early fights. It's still not worth it unless you give thousands of.
Oh, they're showing it.
Here we go. Replay. One first guy destroyed. 2 next guys absolutely destroyed as well. Insane from Boostic. He got 299 damage from that. That's just next level.
That was very clean. Very clean couple of sprays there coming
Clinical.
through. I don't think Twisted Minds expected him at all on that bridge. Let alone to get blasted as quickly as they did either. Let's see here the aftermath. Yeah, I mean the guy's good, but again, I think a lot of the onus for us has been over on Hakatori. Where is he Where's the damage numbers coming out from that guy? That's what we expected to see coming out into the finals here, the playoffs. But yeah, I think for Na'Vi, it's been a bit of a weird time right now on 26 points. Then again, we do keep alluding to it. It's a crazy stacked lobby. I think that, you know, even if you're towards the middle of the pack right now, I don't think you should feel too disappointed in yourself. This is a very, very hard lobby to play in.
It is extremely tough. It's honestly, again, a place where I'm thinking, okay, this is probably some of the most stacked lobby we've ever had, especially with some of the new guys coming back.
Pretty good situation.
Coming in. Sure, we had some retirements. Sure, we
Am I familiar with chess? Not really.
Qualify through this, but it is extremely stacked. It is very, very top heavy. And also, like, just look at it from this in 6th place down to 15th is just 20 points. Like, one big game, you're jumping so many placements. You're jumping prize pool, you're jumping PGC points. It's actually such a huge impact.
Sad that you left out TMO. They're having
a
pretty big shocker, right?
Yeah.
we're almost on a 1 point average. I think for TMO, it's not a great time for
How
them.
many teams? 2 based on points. 3 get global invites.
It is a bit disappointing
Na'Vi,
to see them
Twisted,
in 16th place, because I was really excited for them to make a resurgence. I think they had some very cool plays last week as well.
But it's not this tournament. There's also finals
the
too.
stakes are even higher. The players are even.
What does the EMP zone do? It like turns off your cars.
Oh,
to be sure.
My God.
On Middle Island, this one just went.
Hi, Launch Sorry, what's up?
This is a very awkward area to play. It is not deterministic on either side. I think maybe a slightly higher likelihood of heading over towards the east here. But
we are out of the zone.
Even then, I'm guessing.
We could end on this, like, you see the river with the bridges. We can end on that little peninsula that is west, not kind of southwest of Muho.
Is there any chance? Of course
like
there
if
is.
we end there, that's going to be absolute shambles for everyone but one team.
Yeah, top 2, but this is only the first finals tournament. There's still a second one. And we had good points from playoffs.
We're going back.
Days, we're going back. We're going back.
Ashley, I'm just a manager. I'm not a coach. I have nothing. I have no say in anything gameplay-wise at all.
This is actually such a difference. I've never played an ending that ended or had second circle pop with this much water on this side here and this much unplayable still in play. So
they invited teams perform really well. Like they usually invite the teams that have the most clout.
We are actually just going to play for kills and points here. Let's try to see if we can get the most out of it.
Obviously, it's very good teams, but like clout helps a lot.
And now the Sen of the guys are trying to get across here. Drive by, trying to
what
come in.
The fuck?
A Saint
just
gave up there. It felt like coming through here. Oh, look at that!
What?
Swaps around.
Dude.
Justice gets one. Heyman gets one as well. Everlong is having a rough fight here. Bottom 2 teams fighting for survival at this point.
Sorry.
Oh,
sorry. Gets blown away by Justice on a nice nade sent through. The Mythov currently recuperating inside this warehouse, getting players back up again. It just killed me. It killed me to watch Ares rock up in the vehicle and then basically make the most aggressive side-eye I've ever seen.
What is happening? I don't know.
I'm sorry. I think the story was equally as confused in that situation.
Guys, everything's in the pinned comment.
Just sprayed him down. I'm gonna have to clip that for myself later on. The Mythov, though, still
just
in
for
this
your own
engagement.
enjoyment.
Yeah, for my own enjoyment. It's got to be done. A little Nate gets sent in. Justice realizes this is getting tough. He doesn't really know where to go.
No, I'm not a
Shane
coach.
will
I'm
be
just a
pushed
manager.
out,
they've got utility. They've got something to play with here. They've got a quick and easy way to finish this fight here. A few stun grenades thrown at the corners, thrown at the walls. Now smokes deployed too.
Top 3 should die. Yeah, but VP and Twisted Minds are auto-qualified, so it doesn't matter if they are at the top. Like, for example,
then you're absolutely banging here. Great nade, wasn't cooked enough.
if Twisted Minds and VP become, like, take first and second place, since they are auto-qualified, the teams that qualify are the ones that are going to be third and fourth place, understand? So the global invited teams,
got him down, also swings in on Fantasia.
it does not matter.
Surely this is going to be an easy way to finish this fight for them. Fantasia finds one though. Justice down. Can you find Micah?
There he swings round. It's a cheeky spot, but they've got a pretty good idea of where he's playing. There's not really any other.
So that's why it doesn't really matter, but it's still, yeah.
Is in effect. And TMO will garner themselves some more points.
So, like, our biggest threats are Nemesis and, yeah, the teams that are top that are not auto-qualified. Oh, we're about to fight with the Send.
I know, that's what you're saying.
This is the hill
we made it
south
in, though.
of Muho Pond. That's the only place that I've ever seen this end. And it looks like we're going there because you have unplayable, you have water around it. So there's going to be a southeast shift. But it's going to be fun because we're going to have a lot of urban fighting here inside Muho Pan and the southern side of it. SCA8UL looking good there. But look at VP.
I don't know how we got to the circle.
These guys have the same info I have. They know this is the spot. They're just
W rotation, yeah.
into it. They lost Luckarugs, but a 3-man here on this western side is going to be great. A little bit of a safe space to play with for now. They can sit in here and wait for a little while. And then once the teams they come out, they're going to have some fun with it. Boss is actually kind of lurking in the distance here. This shack does not have too much info to get out of, except for
what is VP just at the shack?
Look at that, runs for Corexi, tries to get the info. They also have a spot on the island just south of it. Headshots too. SKS headshots, double of it. Even Nixie goes down.
I actually like the SKS sounds of the.
Making a real long shot on this side of things. VP only have 3 players to speak of, though, so there's only 2 ups. For Boars, there's a big potential they might be able to overtake them on this one. It was a tough position to land on. They had some emergency cover flares to work with towards that late game.
Baxter, thank you for the prime. Hello,
so
well, thank you so much.
Quick in kind.
New primes today, thank you guys.
Themselves up into this match. Melman will be flushed out as GetDrugs just drops the painkillers and the energy drink before getting back on the road again. Yeah, but for VP, it looked like a crazy approach. They really did wait a long while. Oh, and that's TMO out. Oof. Yeah. VP waited a long while. They were coming in very late. They managed to make their way over here. Corexi's doing good work, though, as is Beamy. And this maybe doesn't look as bad as we thought it did.
Oh, okay. Boss is out.
Yeah. Right.
Barrel? I don't know.
Slag actually ended up helping them finding Hello Senpai and Hickses. Huge for Sapta and Scav. Now Beamy says, thank you for the help, but here, take some lead.
Navi, these Hakatori on PDG. No, it's like playing on that small island. I like that. I respect it. Not a bad place to be. Some good shots from Stade right now. Getting a little bit of revenge on Team Vitality for Melman going down. Taking full advantage of that jammer pack to use that little cheeky angle outside the blue. But didn't find too much success off the back of it. I think if he maybe found a knock, it would have been much better. Stratos, Artoon do need to make their way in. Defex, though, won't miss. Does find GetDrug. So the fight between Team Nemesis and Team Vitality continues.
Look at that. Shots coming in. Starry Sky losing a few, but gets PGG down. Someone's got to stop them in that 5th place. The chase is on. And Starry Skies.
What's up, Dice? Why is everyone in TV now? Because Kraft announced it.
They could have capitalized a bit more here. Silas jumps in, and that's a very,
Falcons is NA.
Americas.
Americas.
Some point, someone's going to have to get out and get some rests in and get some damage done here. Stun grenades goes out. PGG, 1 nade into this smoke here and could be looking really good. That's going to do some damage to BDM here. Boostic finds Salik, and PGG's at the receiving end of this. Is Silas just going for a straight play for points here? Gets 1, gets Salik. Taken away from Boostic, and now PG's going away. Look at it's basically just a few bullets from dying. If someone has a repair,
we are vibing in the circle, though.
Worth investing into.
It's feel like it's gone though, but it's a nice nade from Kovalevy in the background. Some shots towards him, gets his helmet plinked right off his head. And he will immediately run away off the back of that one. Tried to go for a nasty little
TP as well, yeah.
Towards them. Vitality.
I do.
Those flush out Defex. That has been a really painful fight for both teams. Neither team really wanting to give up at all. Team Vitality do come out ahead though with 1 extra player, albeit he is down. Another nade will get another knock. Kovalevy just not giving up on this one. Gets a flush over towards Vazo. Continues to send these grenades in.
Dude, Boostic is killing everybody this game.
Really destroying the remainders of Starry Sky. No Slack looking to hold on to this 4th place currently. They have great information from this southern side, and if they can hold on and lock this one down here, it would be great. Oh, look at that Beanie with the 2 knocks on to Bushido Wildcats. Present to find Snixie though. More utility coming through, trying to get the flushes, get the confirms onto these 2 points that's available for them. They've sent it towards the center here because it is very, very central right now. Schenken finds Beanie.
I don't know how VP is still alive.
Yeah, not bad shots from Code Marco.
I don't think my stream is max on 480p.
Not bad shots
480p.
It's a bit of a horrible spot to be in when it comes to those nades and ascend. Just swinging around on that northern side is a little bit scary. In comes the mortars. Somehow no slack, don't get hit by any of them.
GG out in 13th. Ascent getting 1 kill here. Presenti going down. Now Navi, Ferris trying to go for some mortar shots here. Maybe just make some space ahead of them. Get some confirmations in. That's a really pinpoint accurate onto that tree. But that's not where they are. IXC is on the rock for cover, and Starry Sky is in the little dip there.
Please.
Let's see if we go for the next one here. Are we going to go and continue on that southeast side? Look at that vitality. I was talking about that compound. It's a really strong one to kind of get
listen.
And get some control.
We got this.
But Navi is really hunking down the damage onto them.
Boostig will get taken out though, so this is fairly decent for Vitality. 2 players left, Halamabad and Levante. 2 of the star players from the qualifiers who are really doing the lion's share of the work for the squad. Looking really, really good. See if that duo
Good morning,
can
Ja.
get much more done in this game. No Slack still hovering around on that southwest side. The Tulins has been healing out on the southern edge for a long, long time. You wonder how many more kits he's got left remaining, and we saw something very similar to that
What
over
the
the qualifiers.
No way.
Nitro from Starry Skies will find the Molotov down on him. It's a very aggressive position to go for, but they've lost their frontliner now.
You know, IXC is down now. The rest of the help is going to come in here. Using nades on trying to defend themselves instead of getting their points here. They're probably going to get the rest off this. Goes for the flush for the nade. Now a drive-by from Scab.
Doozy, got a knock on this.
The IGL of No Slack trying to get the help. Big games from IXC yesterday. One of them 7 kills. This team is really coming.
We need to. If we kill this here, it's really good for us.
Holding on to this 4th place right now. 12.
Nice. Okay. It might be good for us. If we kill this, it's over.
Try to catch up to Twisted Minds. It's down to just 1
Oh, we're gonna get double naded on this rage. That's not good. Ooh. Bam.
Top end here. It's a great.
That's good for us. That's good for us.
Now just leaving 1 player in the back line as SAUL do push on forward.
That's really good for us. Easy nade.
The edge of this
a little further.
It's a nice nade, but not the air burst.
Oh, that's a good one. Let's go. We have the circle. That's massive. That's massive.
Really well predicted there coming through from Molodok. That will put.
That's really good. Oh, then we kill Keter here too, perhaps.
To keep clearing. They have a general idea of where Ascend's playing. They know they're off towards their western side. They're keeping eyes on it.
We're vibing now. We have lots of space, I think.
Does give them way more freedom to play. VP, although might be.
Wait, did Spyro get rest?
Rough of the Beast still strong. Will take down Mogor and Schengen, but not before Dante's able to finish the job.
W's. I am not. I'm a manager, guys.
And now the sharks in the water is coming for that. That's 3 knocks, easy points to be stolen, both from Bushido Wildcats and No Slack and Ascend. So, look at that. It's the hammerheads, all the types of sharks. The great whites though are in the distance. So looking really great on that top. They are really trying to make sure that the rest of the team.
We have lots of space in the circle now. It looks good. IMO.
Has to get out. Has to get in. I think he's trying to get some of the maybe util off it, but I'm not sure. Has to run for it. Sata with the 3 vests. Now trying to eliminate Navi, but look down to the right. Look at the shots coming in. The push coming in from Ferris here. M249 gets taken down with the AUG though from Ferris. Headshot for him. Now Scav's gonna have to try to save and help him.
Yeah, Sato just turned his back, and you cannot do that in that situation. It's not a bad nade. It was actually an insanely good nade. Nice bounce on it as well.
Son of Xeno, thank you for 2 months in advance. Thank you.
Difficult position now. The rest of those like come in to try and reinforce this area, get Sata back up again. As a 4, this game is a lot easier. The whole point of this circle is that it has forced a lot of teams
what the hell is that
emo?
email?
3 or 2 players, and No Slack knows that if they
want
want a
not
big
top
chance that
3.
she can do it at the end of this game, they're going to need 4 players. They're going to need all the sight lines they can get when it gets up towards this high ground.
Blind gets another Eastern shift here. Imagine if Vitality was 4 alive. That would have been a great game for them, but S8UL looking like they are so strong.
I think we have a high chance of winning this game, though.
Right now on that northern side. Ascent's eventually going to have to fight Bushido Wildcats, and then No Slack's going to have to fight Navi. Still,
So versus No
having lost
Slack for chicken dinner? Yeah, maybe.
Way in and survived into the placement games. He has one.
Wait, has he?
Left.
I have not paid
He has to
attention.
make a run for it and try to get in behind.
But he has one first aid left, and he's behind Slick.
Look at that. I think in that tactical pack, he might have had some.
He put it in the he put the first aids in the tactical pack.
All kinds of crazy things.
No
in that.
way.
Look at that. He actually gets in. Just one bandage left. Look at that. There's even.
Oh my god!
There's no way he gets one. Oh, that's a really tough loss here for No Slack. They did not expect the snake here.
Yeah,
Wait, they're gonna lose the game because of that. Wait, that's actually really good for us. That's actually really good for us that Batulin did that. It's good that Slick's dying.
They get torn apart.
Hell yeah.
Coming in from the edge of the blue. What a shame. What a big shame.
That's rough. And now SAUL is taking the control in the top here. And our fight's going to be happening. Crossberg
Oh, this
finds
is knocked.
That's a big name to take down.
Wait, what happened with...
down as well. Crossberg continues.
Wait, we're only 1 up. What happened?
One of Turkey's finest here. Great to see here with the SKS as well. No Stack is out in 6th
Nice.
place. SAUL here a little bit of falling apart here, but Adusi finds Crossberg. Gets the confirmation 2-1.
Oh, but easy res maybe?
Now the rest is going to have to come through.
Ooh.
Sends a nade in.
Adusi's not.
On that one.
Celtic.
Bushido Wildcats, though, still finding a little bit more. Celtic
But maybe it's okay.
Up top side. And right now, Soul's in a bad position. You said it before, but yeah, SAUL actually struggling with 2 knocks on side.
2 up.
1 player on barely any HP. Adusi will fall, meaning that...
How the hell is that team living, dude?
Ascend, though, has slowly ascended towards this top side, and they're getting a lot done off the back of it.
That's looking good. Good nade as well.
Okay, they should not lose that fight.
The last player, Kilyakai and the boys, is getting so much damage done. Top
I mean, it's so good.
An Ascend on 5 kills.
Can we get Res
All 4
Moldus?
guys standing strong here as the only team. And it's a 2v2, 1 versus Ascend here. I don't think they're going to save Molotov. I think he's going to bleed
Save
out.
Res.
And look at that. Ascend has the majority of the zone
Это
control
тоже должна
and the
была быть
terrain
хорошей. Ну
advantage
да, я
here.
не знаю, что произошло. Они даже не показывали пловку.
Yeah, I think for Ascend, this is their game to take, right?
Блин, почему Феррис все еще жив?
SAUL has had to patch themselves back together with
Почему он всех убивает?
on the northern side, so they'll be coming in a little bit late to this one, and Ascend has a lot of time to take pot shots over towards them. Ferris doesn't really want to move too much. Vitality doesn't want to get involved. Molodog is flushed there, leaving SAUL on 2 players. Ascend
I guess is Ascend's gonna win, I think, now.
It could have easily been an Ascend versus No Slack 4v4 in the end here if it wasn't for Batulins.
Yeah, No Slack look really strong. 8
We need these
for
kills.
them. And then the team that they're trying to chase down, he came in and he denied.
Hello, the
a
real Slim
tactical
official.
pack play from Batulins. I wonder how much he have tried to heal, tried to survive. And how much Blue Zone backpacks damage he has mitigated from that. Now Vitality in the chase here. Look how tight it is from Navi 32 up to
They're
Vitality
driving into
35,
it.
36 on Ascend. Now shots coming in. Levante finds Phil first. They did not expect them here in this angle, that's for sure. And now it's a 4v2v1.
Yeah, SAUL gets torn to shreds on the eastern side.
Tragic.
Team Vitality looking for a 3rd place. Now, I talked about at the beginning of this game, the Team Vitality not really seen too much out of them. But I'm very pleased to see a 2nd place off the back of this game for Team Vitality.
We good? Ugh, dude, it's not. I mean, it's okay, but
probably the duo to do it.
I don't really know what happened, though. We never
Very
saw the
deadly
POV.
Indeed. It's only Ferris down the hill. Really, Bad just to hold off whilst Levante maybe looks around for this last player. But Ascend not playing this really
How many
slow,
matches left?
They control the
2 more
majority
after this.
of the zone in terms of where there is cover to play around with. They might start pushing up a little bit now, but again, they just have these ridge sides. They could just peek over the top of them. There's not much to be done.
Ferris has nothing. No bandages, no first aids, no utility, no stims. He has 10 reload for his AUG. If he gets one more point out of this game, that's a miracle.
More.
It's raw.
It's a rough one here, but 5 kills on a 3rd place is still points for Na'Vi. Not the expectations to be met so far, though. But let's see how this turns out here. Terrain advantage still on the side of Ascend. Na'Vi trying to survive for as long as possible, and Vitality obviously trying to not be snaked and not to be struck upon from all the utility that's still in the bags of Ascend. They have played this masterfully. It's a chaotic circle. And they managed to survive as a full 4-man with kills, with engagements. It's a hard one to fight for.
Has Na'Vi a lot? I don't know. Na'Vi has played really good this well.
They don't want to give it away too easily.
It's a miracle that
now make that 9 at the end of the game if they can pick up everything else off the back of this one. So 10 points. Put yourself in a bit of a better position to get towards the top side of the tables. It is a slow match. I think no one really wants to give up the ghost here. I think this game means a lot to Ascend, but
I mean, Levante, I think he can smell him.
I'm curious as to why. You know, I know why. This is a game they can wait until Zone 9, right?
Sure.
It's the technical correct play. You know, if maybe this Virtus Pro, they'd be sweeping at this point in time. But there is no downside to waiting until Zone 9 for them.
I mean, they have terrain to play and work with, and the question is really, they are probably fully aware of how many is left on each team, right? They know that Ascend have not lost one. They know there's probably a Na'Vi player still alive, obviously knowing them that they're too. So they know there's a snake out there. They don't know where he is. A kill on him would be 2 points for Vitality, which would put them really close to 7th place. So that's obviously huge here, but the big one is, can they try to hurt and strike?
Yeah, if Ascend wins this game, because I mean, every team being alive here is really bad for us.
If they strike at Ascend at the same time, they have a shot. They have a chance.
Every team winning here is really bad for us.
To compete for the King of the Hill.
Yeah, but let's be honest, Ferris is not very useful right now. You know.
I mean, sure not. He has 1 mag in the AUG, right? That's 1 AUG.
I think they know that. They probably.
He's brought nothing to the cookout. We're never inviting this guy back ever again. Ferris is
I think they know about him.
Sit underneath.
Well, they're suspecting him, but they might forget about him.
Expelled him from the party. Nade's getting sent over the top right now towards Ascend.
Not bad.
Back off that 123 damage.
He might shoot them in the back though. Or maybe he's gonna wait.
It's on target. Yeah.
It's good for Ferris so that all these teams are fighting.
They have lots of utility still to expend here, and T-Bone's getting hammered. 26 more damage taken from.
What if Ferris wins?
Low bad with the 5 in the bag, and
because all the teams are fighting
that's
now.
Accurate. Could blow away. That's a great nade as well. Does damage 50.
It's definitely gonna get like top 2.
Now the utilities coming through here. 40 as well to Levante. Blue zones as well. Molotov being committed. And this is the time. Stun grenades too. They're so blind. Another blue zone. They're gonna be absolutely demolished here. And Ascend is gonna take this one home. Can Ferris survive for a little bit longer? Stun grenade goes out towards Ferris' side. They need to take him down. Ferris goes down. That's low, my bad. That's important. And now Ascend takes this win easily with the 7 kills to come along with it.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, right? Where it's not quite as interesting as our last game. Let's put it that way. It's a fairly boiled chicken ending. Not a huge fan of that one, Avenger. But either way, Ascend gets the job done, and they do get much needed points.
Yeah, that's the big one for them, obviously. The
Slack logo,
this one was calculated moves to put themselves in a position in a difficult circle, but I really like that Vitality put themselves in a situation where they're thinking, you see all the utilities commit, they know probably around where Ferris were with the couple of rocks that was left inside, right? So the play was to, okay, let's see
what was this fight was so
and
funny.
make a play for the win, and then hope that Ferris strikes against Ascend too. So they're kind of saying, okay, Ferris, if you want to survive and try to shoot at Ascend, that's fine, but we know where you are, so if we're down, we're going to commit the rest of
a few days ago,
Hello, my bad,
there was a big announcement, exclamation mark announcement.
2 points from killing Ferris and getting the placement point.
Yeah, it's such a shame that Colaris
has it been 1 month already?
Such an annoying play.
No, of course. Yeah, tough stuff for No Slack on that west side. I mean, the way they dislodged balls was very important to get themselves more points on the board than the previous couple of games. But I mean, you're our sports ball aficionado. I think for Ascend, you'd say that's one love against Vitality there at the end, no?
If I was the umpy, is that what they call him? The umpy?
The umpy?
You know, the referee and the umpire, you combine them together to become the umpy.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
That is
God, we're terrible. We're actually useless.
You guys are even from the UK. The Wimbledon is held there.
Yeah, if I was
the Wimbledon.
The Wimbledon. Yeah, if I was the Pubg umpy, you know, I'd be upset. I'd be upset about that.
It's Doozy's team, Tall.
I still give
all the BB team.
I won't be happy.
Phil first.
Great. Well, 17 loves for Ascend here
and
for number 1. As Team Vitality is in very much needed points with the 13 going their way. And likewise for Na'Vi, 10 is important too. The thing is, though, after all said and
Russian
done
team.
S8UL started in what, like 15th place?
Yeah, and I'm the manager of that team.
Big.
If you can't see, based on the title.
Day for them, but Avenger was going to be like, because of the caliber of the players on that team, I thought, okay, maybe they can get 5th or 6th. And so far, they're there.
Yeah, they're there. And now it's just 7 points up to PGG. Yeah. But it's a tall mountain to climb once we talk about the top 4. No Slack again. 10 points only from Twisted Minds. And look at that Boostic. And Levante hit the big damage coming in here. Almost 700 from Boostic. What a game from him. But hello, my big damage. 5. That's impressive.
Yeah, he just looks very pleased about it. Just, you know, quietly content. He's 5. I'll take that.
What does the IMP mean?
In the ways there for this one. Not
bazookas.
Oh, he loves a good old bazooka, he does. R.I.P. to my grandma, or whatever that song goes. But anyway, yes, Boostic. That is a real song. Anyway, 700 damage coming in from Boostic. Always fantastic to watch. I mean,
what
that
the hell
spray he got Avenger in the early formative moments of this game was just a shocker.
I mean, that's
this is when do you work at the hotel?
Yeah.
I thought you worked at a
exactly
restaurant.
How we expected him to play eventually, right? But that's not what Twisted Minds expected from their position. How they kind of drove into this.
My stream, what? My stream is buffering?
Driving into each other, slowing each other down enough that
yeah, I thought you had like your
this
cafe.
Angle of approach for Boostic just absolutely destroyed them, right? And 300 damage already at that point there. It's just insane. But Tulin's here now. Obviously, we're talking about the survival from him. I'm really curious to see how much yields and how much backpacks he were expending through this. An interesting team focus. Just a little bit more, and he would have been in Ferris's position, right? That's the interesting
I will say, though, again, the profits of production, right? They got Nemesis correct, they got Virtus Pro correct, and it's not that bad a gamble to go for Twisted Minds on Rondo. I'm going to be real. So production knows what they're doing.
They do. I mean, to be honest with you, well, maybe this is what they were pondering their orb over, is that little moment there. They knew Twisted Mind would have a big effect, but they didn't know if a chicken dinner or just ruin the team's chances.
What do you think about Palantir? Seeing what's going to be going on. All right, well, let's check in with the team comms as well from our Rondo game. As I mean, that circle really kind of threw a spanner in the works. So let's see what the teams had to make of it.
Камень ожидай. Только на убили.
Его въебите с камнем слева под синкой. Выбил.
Insta, with that 2v1, guys, 2v1. How do we win this?
I think we just play.
Two men on orange. But I think you're fucking useless, no? Come with car to blue mark.
I can play full edge. Надо готовиться стакать хае на зеленую. Можно ролить Леву, у нас 8 хаешек, даже больше.
Мне кажется, ты на Леву должен проходить, Сом.
I got one net there.
Yeah, true, Adam.
When the circle's closing in to get
If they fight, by the way, we need to take this switch, by the way, otherwise we lose.
Справа под хитке. Я грею хае ему. Он лево отбежал. Надо Нави убить,
I'm flashing once.
Use your blue zones. Зашка долбит.
Парни, надо найти.
Да, го на Нави выпад. Я горю.
Справа слева под зоной. Все, умирай. Маша, синки.
We have smoke.
Are we smoking in front of us?
Yeah, of course, there's still finals too.
I'm full white. I'm flashing left.
Knock one left. Last is left.
Left.
In last left.
Nice, let's fucking go.
Good job.
Well, that is Ascend getting themselves a very important win to keep themselves alive as they try and progress on through here, Blank.
Yeah, Ferris just didn't want to turn up, did he, in that last moment? You know, he didn't want to help Team Vitality out whatsoever. To be honest with you, Team Vitality, they had a good showing, but it was not meant to be as they lost to Ascend.
Tough one, tough one. All right, well, tough circle, tough game in general for a lot of these teams. I completely understand why they had a bit of a toughie. All right, we are going to a break, and when we return, we have 2 more games here for day number 2 of our finals for PEC number 1. We'll see you in a few.
A break. God damn it, dude.
Which one? Oh, I see. Still knocked. Dead. Dead. Never mind. He's close.
The rock is dead.
50.
50 on the rock.
I'm turning on music. Thank you so much for the donation, Patel. Best of luck. Thank you. Even though I'm not playing, thank you so much, Patel. How are you doing today?
Best of luck. Rocket emoji.
Hello, London.
Emoji. Folded hands emoji. JMD.
Zusi, I don't know. Maybe in Asia?
Yellow.
But I think they invested more money into TPP, so it's possible.
He's inside spectrum.
Somebody in my Twitch chat said, "Is my daddy Patel on?"
On me. I'm full. We're raising reset.
Down the stairs. Go green.
He's gonna push now.
Full white again.
Insta.
Nice, good job. Nice.
On orange.
The MDM is gonna explode. I'm not touring the banter.
Get the cars in.
Hey, GG.
One man.
Yeah, I can. Just come to me.
Thank you so much, Patel.
Last one on hay bales.
Good shot.
Nice. Good job.
Knock one more.
Thank you for the donation.
They have
how many?
PDM. Dropping your 7s here, bro. No.
W.
Nice, good job. I'm taking now. Okay, can you do it? I'm holding.
Я ползу сейф. Чтоб хей не дали, дайте смог какой-то.
Я дал.
ВП могут, ВП не могут?
Даю.
Another. Thank you for another $10.
How's the match going today?
The games are better today. We climbed from nearly last place to 8th. We had one game where we came second. Maybe we could have gotten first. I don't know, but we had lots of kills. And another game, we also made it to late game. Maybe we could have won it, but we didn't. But every game we have had like good points. So it's a better day, and we need like... Yeah.
Пробегайте со мной один!
Давай.
Иду. Вайп, я право забираю.
ПГГ ластовые остались.
Пытаемся фармить.
So yeah. Next match, 3 minutes ish, maybe a little more, 5 minutes, I guess.
Зубчиков. Без КП, зубчик.
Yeah, we're climbing.
Просто доиграть.
Я прижимаю лево, нормально.
I mean, we already came, like, we had 3 games and we nearly, like, came back from, yeah.
Одного ног, еще один. Флэш даю. Надо доигрывать, убивать. Пойдем.
Just need to stay consistent and have, like, 1 win, and that would be really good.
You can reset on me, okay?
We would be, like, completely back in the race if we had won that 1 game.
Coming to Aris.
Come on, you. 1-2 on me.
I'm dropping on Aris.
Go back to restart the hold it. We restart getting crashed, we lost. Commit to that.
Alright, Devil.
Two guys in the open. One in the open, yellow. Knock one open, with yellow. Nice, baby. One up. Behind you, Abby. One HP in the buggy.
At Patel Builder London super chatted $13.23.
I believe too.
We will qualify, I believe you and our boys.
Thank you for another £10, dude. You've Thank you. Thank you so much, Patel.
I'm trying to bet for you.
You need to help me here.
Jesus Christ. You just communicate in donations. Thank you so much.
One HP on green.
I really appreciate it.
2 on me, 2 on my rocks. Underneath me.
I believe too. I think we can do it. Oh, the next game starts in 5 minutes.
Support Desire.
What is this?
A city that don't belong to anyone, but everyone wants a piece.
What is this? New map?
No oversight. Just the jungle creeping back in.
What is this?
Both the vines and the people. The mayor stepped in.
Okay, this is not PUBG.
Said the city needed order, and they'd be the ones to bring it.
What is this? GTA PUBG?
Peace on their terms. I walked away from it all. Kept my hands in dirt instead of blood. But desire is a fickle mistress. The city won't let me go. It won't forget my name. I asked for nothing, and they still came and took everything. The mayors and anyone that stands in my way. Every last one of them.
New game. He only communicates in donations? Yeah, that's crazy. He's the biggest supporter. I know, I was told last time. I mean, I could tell, okay? Based on the donations, yeah. Thank you. Wait, who's spreading misinformation?
You reap what you sow.
No law? I live in Helsinki, guys. TPPs and tricks.
Hey there, setup is on your screen, the coach of the Twisted Minds team, and today I'll show you a feature which is related to the drive-by in TPP mode, so it's possibility to use only in TPP because there is a transition between two POVs, FPP and TPP. For example, your enemy is here and you're using drive-by at the seat, and in TPP you're trying to aim him, and by the ADS it's impossible because you cannot down your camera, but after you use the FPP mode, transit it, and you can kill this guy. So
wow,
it works even in ADS, you see. After I using my button, transition to the TPP, my scope gonna up. So for the different side, other side, it works another way. While doing TPP, you can kill someone here, but if you use the FPP button, you see. So
what?
Now
I didn't know about this.
Down. So use this feature.
This feature.
Enjoy your game. See you on the battlegrounds.
Sports ready.
At Patel Builder London super chatted $13.23. Oki Alice AG, I have to go for local elevation canvassing distribution. I will catch you later. Best of luck.
What does that mean?
We will get
local elevation.
Nazar amulet emoji. Rocket emoji.
Local elevation canvassing distribution. What even is that? Thank you so much for another £10. Thank you. Enjoy it. Local elevation canvassing distribution. Thank you for your support.
I don't know how this.
I also believe.
10 points in between.
Manifesting good zones.
That been great. But yeah, it's looking good. It's looking.
Means he has a meeting. Yeah, I understood that part. But yeah.
I still want to see.
Thank you.
Twisted Minds game. That's really where it's coming through. I think.
Still no win, right? Still no win.
Yeah.
Which one's the dark horse?
Virtus Pro 3 in 8
Election.
Patel Builder London super chatted $13.23. Election ballot box with ballot emoji.
We are more than half.
Okay.
We're playing. It's 8 games.
Thank you so much for another 10.
Halfway through and not a single Twisted Minds, but it's kind of
surprising. Thank you.
Go on, say it again, Blank.
No.
Which one's the dark horse?
Like, after I've been talking about Twisted Minds, I'm like, there's no way when I'm giving them the moniker. That's insane. Like,
no, not out of the two of them, but just in the tournament in general.
Oh, right. Well, at the moment, it's the Mythov.
He explained it by sending another donation. I know.
I won't say they were the dark horse.
Well, anyway, let's take a look at these two players. Of course, as once again we compare more people to Example because he's basically the GOAT, but Beamy is able to surpass some of those numbers. Going on to Tego here though.
Patel by communicates in pounds only. Dollar emoji, dollar emoji, dollar emoji.
It's about bloody time we get that Twisted Minds win on the way. So let's do it. It's time to Tego.
Bro speaks in money.
It's a really good day to be here on Tego. He needs to stop being normal because I will just.
If you want super chats, just ask questions to Patel.
Okay. Still up in the moors. But we're not. We're here on Tego. Very different area of the world, I would say. But when will Twisted Mind gets that big win? Will Batulians once again ruin another team's chances? Wait and find out here at the PEC.
Patel, where are you from again? I'm kidding.
Like you say, Avenger, we're past the halfway point now. It's time to get a move on. It's time to start bumping up those numbers. For Team Vitality, time is running out. Similarly for Na'Vi. But the middle packet is it's cramped. It's cramped in there, right? It's like a London Underground tube. Not much space to work around with.
Oh, I thought you were going to go somewhere else with that. Some blunt weapons are in there. Maybe you pull up some pants and go crazy.
That's not my usual trans.
Okay. I don't know UK stuff. You guys are different over there, but yeah, for this circle and for how everything is.
Next game is
already blank. Oh my goodness! If this
we got the circle!
I don't know what is.
We got the circle! Let's go!
Feisty for this one here. Hive also looking poised. High Prior. For
everybody else is
already full sending it to try to get up to army base anywhere. Prior up there. Vitality now here. Banter taking lots of shots with the AK. He's got nothing else but an AK, 9 shots and a dream.
And a dream a lot of teams will have to have here is e-pickup. Will they find one? Will they not? Because we're heading all the way up towards the north side. This is the second time you've seen this type of circle. Very unfun as we head over to
40 kill game, guys.
The greatest to watch, the worst to play.
Exactly. It's unfun for the players, fun for us. SAUL though starting in a wall song, so we'll see what they can get done from that position. Honestly, I've been quite happy with SAUL today because I think that the question has been
98 kill game.
Was just
98
a string of pretty
why 98
to be working with. But today I think they've been
first of all,
more luckier with those.
It's 4-man teams. Second of all, there's no 100 players.
Some decent games.
Yeah, some would say there was question marks around this team today when we started, but no more. They did end up going absolutely ballistic in one of the games, and that's good to see. Obviously, for me,
rest towers, right.
Saying, okay, guys, so we know that you guys can play, but you need to be able to step up, and you should be contesting for this top 4. But right now, they are on the hunt. They're trying to get into this 5th.
Yeah, 64. I mean, 60 kill game.
They need 2 more big games.
60 kill, 60 plus what? 12 for chicken dinner.
PGG are the team that's
72 kill game.
Set up a
72 point game.
Even though they're already on the northern side of
there's respawns on every map.
Island here, blank, which is a little bit interesting. So let's
I just started watching in Soul Zone. I think I'm lucky. Yes.
Here, both the truck and the
emergency pickups at every map.
Get some space here. Hive already set up dead center. VP already getting close to army base here.
I was thinking that they would take this mountain.
If VP end up losing players early on here again, it could be another sight to see in terms of what we saw from the other Tego game when it came to the Hive bridge camp. Failed bridge camp even.
Salik so high in the sky, having a little bit of a scout for the time being. The rest of the team is following in behind him. I think he does have Zabilla underneath in a vehicle. We have another EP.
Bunch of people are rotating actually.
Twisted Minds are going to make their way over. Similarly, TMO's also e-pick them. It's helicopters galore right now. All heading on over. You're gonna look at that noise.
Surely. Yeah, Twisted surely goes for some cars on the northwest side, maybe hoping that the Wall Song team didn't take all of it, because here you really need vehicles to traverse this terrain here. There is so much trees, so much cover to play, but if the circle goes against you, you're gonna have to go multiple kilometers, and that's
25 points this match. Are we out of the tournament?
Teams hiding in the compounds,
no.
In the cover, especially behind some of the trees, some of the rocks, as you can see here below him.
That's not true.
If you had a pickaxe, you would be loving life because all the iron ore and copper ore, you'd be able to get.
Yeah, you can kill people flying, but it's really difficult.
This is not the kind of game we're playing here. It's for the cover.
You can only really shoot them off when they're just
swords,
getting on it.
No swords available for them here. Craft yourself a level 3 vest either. That's not
there's no eliminations, guys.
Imagine, that's the kind of arcade I want to see in the future.
We need to become top 2, but
no, yeah, I mean,
BP,
like
Twisted, and Navi are auto-qualified. So,
we have the pickaxe
for example,
you can actually destroy terrain. Imagine you can start going a little bit more survival, open
if we come
survival,
3rd,
that'd be cool, wouldn't it?
And VP and Twisted is here, or if we come 4th and VP and Twisted are up top, we qualify. But there's still another tournament too, guys. This is not the only tournament. Holy shit.
That's a
mortar.
Oh, the red zone, yeah, of course.
Yeah, the red zone on top of them. Oh my god, Beamy finds Stratos. It's falling apart for this, even though they got the great
unfortunate, yeah. What's up, Harmonique?
Can he make something work here? Oh,
that is tragic.
This is going to be great for them. They're just going to have to get out and maybe try to help some of the other guys, get him into a better spot here. Nixie holds the front edge, goes for the rest immediately here. It's actually going to work out. They're going to get the rest off. Habibi trying to get the most out of it, but VP really looking to...
Everybody watching is so confused about the format, but I don't blame you guys. It is complex, especially if you never follow comp. PUBG.
Though, towards the end, nice pick up on the sidelines. Or towards Habibi. Nixie is taking no prisoners though. We'll find him on the jump out. Yeah, the red zone absolutely was the MVP of that fight.
Kill VP. It doesn't matter, guys, because VP are auto-qualified, so it literally does not matter if they're first or not.
Yeah, so close to the building is super rare. Boss has seen this.
Like, if the teams that are auto-invited are in the top 2, the spot is given to the teams that are after them, understand?
Some of them are on 2nd and 3rd knocks, so that's a little bit unfortunate. But still, that works out. They're all 4 strong here, and now with the circle closing in, we're looking at Navi and seeing how they're going to be getting into this. They're driving south of the palace side here. And for the rest of it, it really means that hopefully they're going to be able to get all together here. They're a little bit split spurs on the other side here, close to Starry Sky, but I don't think it's worth fighting. This zone, you have to get in deep. You have to get in.
You do get money, but I'm not sure how much.
Cover, because this one has just a few compounds.
So basically, VP kill everybody else and give us chicken in the end.
Otherwise, it's just open space and open terrain fights.
Oh my god, what is that force and angle, dude, on Hollow My Ban?
But no, it's like they were actually attempting to get in past Shipyard Bridge, but TMO actually held them out there, so No Slack opted just to slow it down. I think they realized...
I have told so many times, it's true.
Getting in slightly later is not the biggest deal in the world for them. Obviously, it's going to affect their performance, but yeah, I think they're happy just to wait this one out, as opposed to try and go for the full-on engagement between them and the Mythov, who are already moving. But Team Vitality will be one of the last to get out of the blue, and they're going to use a E pickup to get in.
Late E pickup here, Blank. That's that might work out.
Yeah, I want to find the full leaderboard.
Pops if it's not too far away from the.
Why are they directly invited? Good performance plus clout.
I feel like you need vehicles in this kind of zone here, unless you.
Yeah, can you guys? Can you guys somebody link me the Liquipedia site?
It's great. Some high ground and some stuff, but still.
Yeah, Devian, exactly.
Difficult circle to approach.
It's a better day today.
With that road going up from Godok, where the strong compounds, where Hive is kind of locking down already. If it's either side of that road and you don't have a vehicle to traverse across, then it's difficult. It's really difficult.
Guys, so we purposefully threw on the first day so we could come back on the day 2 and day 3.
Yeah, well, I think most of the rotations.
You know, we wouldn't want to. We didn't want to.
Remaining on this north side of the map, because that's what a lot of.
Otherwise, it'd be too easy, you know. No challenge.
After they do hit the ground.
No fun.
Down a little bit further down towards the south side. I always find
do I like TPP?
Play where you've got the high ground surrounding you.
Well, I like competitive, but maybe I like FPP and competitive more because the players prefer it. But I still like competitive, even if it's TPP.
How many are on the map?
I would say I'm pretty neutral. I don't really mind it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I have just as much fun watching TPP as I did watching FPP. From viewer perspective.
The very big high top and hill where TMO is getting close to is actually super strong. And if Virtus Pro locks that down and gets the compound and we end up close to it, that's actually a brilliant pick up. Let's see where Stairs Guy goes, and let's see where the rest of the teams they end up. But the amount of pressure that's coming in from this western side, look at how many teams moving.
It's an incredible
like players are more comfortable in FPP.
Nemesis also on the way. A little bit more of a quiet.
Sarah, thank you for the 18 months.
Team Nemesis now looking to
I agree. I just dislike playing TPP. I've been playing more TPP than I have FPP, so I think I prefer at this point. Most Soplatic answer. Most manager answer. Dude, like, I'm not obligated to say anything. I can say that I hate TPP and I wish it wasn't in competitive. Like,
which is a very, very nice thing to have, I would say, in a circle like this.
I'm not.
Getting the aerial view of where
I'm
teams
not
might be playing,
tied to anything. You know,
is very, very useful.
I do not get paid to say that TPP is amazing.
Shot down, they're gonna lose a player, but he can also just dive down and get maybe to some of the high ground, but he continues.
Just my honest opinion.
Action here coming in now. High finds PGG. Sibylla gets found. Dante could find another one here. More
I just want people to be playing.
Another one. Vitality for the third party though.
Like I just hate the division between the two. I wish we just had one game mode that everybody would play and everybody would enjoy. You know.
PGG gets stopped just a little bit. Everyone chasing this 5th place team, and there's just immediate action for everyone.
I mean, we're all getting very close to one another at this point in time, especially as you start to sort of circle the high ground. So in the middle, Presenti will go down. It's PGG going out in 15th. We lost Viz a little bit earlier, if you remember, versus Virtus Pro. Yeah, it's a bit of a big congregation, right, around this central high ground. Virtus Pro, though, this team is very locked in towards the central arena. But on that northern side,
PGG dead, that's good, yeah.
And it is a lot of this tree line that just makes this area of the map so interesting to play where...
Probably hasn't updated yet since it's a fairly new org edition.
And get as much information as possible.
Is there any team who plays at esport level from India? If you're talking about Indian players, no. But if you're talking about an organization, Seoul, yes, but it's Russian players.
Jumping out here, he's done with the UAV and he gets... and has gotten all the information already readily available for them here. So the question is really, do we end up on this northern side? And I completely agree here.
PUBG PC is not really popular in India.
Lines with how the
you guys are mainly dominating at mobile.
Know exactly how to approach
PUBG.
that and how to kind of play around that. You can have an absolutely great game. Drops coming in. Oh, look at that. That's a spicy one.
Yeah, you want that. You want that right now. And to be honest, for the mid-4, this is a super easy pickup for a lot of these crates. Grab yourself a P9 C level 3s. It's going to really put you ahead. And those boxes are very closely clustered. And already the mid-4 are starting to move. They're a little peek on over, see what they can garner from that location. Circle does move down towards the south, though. And Na'Vi really benefits off the back of this.
Yeah, that's a huge, huge southern shift. Look how much...
Yeah,
teams
exactly.
Is on the from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock.
PUBG Mobile is streamed up in India. Yeah,
that's gonna have to make moves.
I already said hi.
Navi is laughing. This is their chance.
Ja, thank you for 45 months. Welcome back.
To make sure that they get points and kind of push
India, we do have some Indians that they're playing in some tournament.
Top 5, top 6
yeah, they were, but you were asking like super like esports level, like top level.
Shot down as well. Nixie finds Micah. And look at that. It's VP pushing over towards these.
We're not dominating on mobile either. Oh.
Trying to get around. Schengen finds Crossberg.
Yeah, for the Mifov, it's sort of interesting that Miko was down there on that northern side in the first place. I guess he was trying to inspect the loot crates or try and look where players were coming on that northern side.
My shift at the hospital got cancelled. I'm happy I get to watch this. Let's go, Graham.
A little bit strange to me. He gets caught out there.
Happy to have you here.
Absolutely happy with that, though. They know they've weakened the position
I'm sorry.
on their southern edge. They can maybe push through that later.
Oh,
not the jump.
Boss. Getting lots of damage taken here, and now Bushido Wildcats are going to pounce onto this one here. They're going to send it towards the confirmation, and yeah, that's going to be martial out. They're spread out too thin here, boss. They cannot.
Because of PUBG Mobile banned in India
already, with them being in basically a 1-1-1.
It's not banned anymore, though, right?
Difficult for them. And now 1 point for Bushido Wildcats.
Oh yeah, because it's owned by
but they're in this big mid pack.
Crafton.
A great game,
so it's not banned anymore, right?
Place. So is that fine for Tulins? No level 3 gear or 300 for him. And he's knocked out. Now Defex tries to find
it's just BG.
Oh! Straight up unlucky today, but still
wait, why is it
a little bit of
banned
points,
if it's Korean company, though?
Some kills. Rough game so far for them today, though.
Yeah, it finds themselves in awkward spots. I mean, getting absolutely sprayed down by Na'Vi.
I understand that Tencent. It's a Chinese company, yes.
Yeah, they can handle off
but Korea too.
Nemesis, though, this is not a fun team to be running into, especially when you're trying to rotate inwards. So says the type of guy alongside with Defex.
It was Chinese. I understand that it was Chinese, but then when Crafton bought it.
Realized that, already Twisted Minds, they've got ahead.
Wait. Wait, what? Wait, PUBG Mobile is not Crafton, is it? Ah, shit, my bad. I'm thinking of PC, guys.
On a doozy. But I think he's actually going to get out. Example's been found as well. Twisted Minds.
PUBG Mobile is still Chinese. Okay.
So much damage. Schengen finds them. And explosion on it. Blue does find Rina. And Everlong is on the receiving end of the damage here from Twisted Minds.
I understand.
Tire popped, and this is a terrible car to drive with just 3 wheels. It just scoots everywhere.
BG MI is ran by Crafton. Yeah, okay.
You gotta put it in reverse.
I understand.
Best thing you do. Slow but steady.
Understand.
Circle directly on top of Na'Vi. This is their game to win. Back of this one. Got a lot of space to work with. Yeah, they're kind of in a ditch right now, slightly. But it's just going to give them so much safety all the way through that end game. And there's going to be a bit of a battle on the outside edge of the circle between a lot of squads. I don't think anyone's really getting through this unscathed, if that means that they have to use utility to get through as a four-man, or even just lose one player here and there. You are losing something whilst battling on the outside edge.
Scav gets the confirmation onto Mame Rocks, gets the knock on to Phil first here, 9-0.
Yeah, we're gonna go fucked by the zone here.
Northeastern side, but they've got VP, our current lobby leaders, ahead of them.
Maybe we can farm some kills though.
Make something work, but they can get in. Levante gets the confirmation onto Batulins here. It's really a rough game for Twisted Minds so far.
Yeah, I mean, wherever Twisted Minds has gone, it's constantly under pressure right now. I think they tried to spread out, try and figure it out.
If they'll first get res,
I think it's the best thing that they could have done.
Yeah, he did.
It's gonna keep them alive a little bit.
We need to win this fight against Hive. Best let's not loot chick.
Code Marco, unfortunately.
Or flushed him.
A little bit of team kill.
Yeah, we have 1 point. That's
not sure why. SAUL chasing
Let's
down
go center slam. I don't think, guys, it doesn't work like that.
They get caught out of it now, and SAUL looking to push on through. Mogol, though, has got something to say about his Phil first will go down.
Again.
This is a difficult angle to push here because those riches are not out inside. Hive's holding terrain that's also not inside here, so they're fighting for terrain that's not in 1 minute. They're going to have to finish this fight quickly or disengage and get into a different spot here. They're trying to get the points, trying to resolve this quickly. A doozy tries to run away from that. Oof. 17 damage still done. Smokes ahead of them here, and now they're trying to leapfrog into this circle to hold out Hive. Blue gets a kill from
Levante got knocked by, or the doozy got knocked by Levante.
They're holding the northern side of this new circle.
It looks really bad. The position is bad.
Voice for some more points.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, for SAUL, like, they've come on the edge of the circle. It has just been tough. They've run into
a tough game for us.
Twisted Minds had the similar thing, but I think for them it was quite literally the case of we just have to split up and try and get as many positions as possible to
play.
Wait,
but we kind of got left behind in the zone.
That's the difference maker between them and Twisted Minds. Twisted Minds just says that we agree that we are going.
We are just healing in the blue at the moment.
Hive committing so much to not get into this next circle here. Now Perfect is just gonna rain hell of them.
Dude, if Hives die here,
coming through more.
That's low key good for us.
Shouldn't have been cooked, but that's still one more knock to come in for Lou as well.
It looks like we're just rotating.
Smokes upon smokes. Look at that. Confirmation's trying to come through from the
knocks. This knock by the zone.
And, Twisted Minds trying to just salvage as many points as they can.
I mean, this is a hard shift over towards the eastern side.
Come on, Bastalich.
Absolutely crazy. Lukarux does have the P90, takes down Nitro, Vitality also.
The points start coming after 9th place, right?
He has an absolute swivel over the circle right now. He has got the telescope out.
I wonder how many first aids. They know about us, though. They know that it's one of us missing.
Still stuck out, though, on that northern edge. We'll have to pass by through Team Vitality.
Maybe we can get one placement point if some teams die here.
But the shots are good right now from Twisted Minds still.
Difficult game for Hive, difficult game for Nemesis, and for Twisted Minds. The circles continue.
We might be able to farm some points here.
Eastern side, and now Navi is looking to hold out all these teams here. We're gonna have a fight on the northern side with TMO and Vitality eventually. And Twisted Minds going out in 10th
Dude,
place.
If one more team dies, we might get a one placement point if Bastalich lives.
They're in a difficult spot.
We need Hives to die right now. And we will get a place. Did we already get a placement point, actually? Wait, we got a placement point. That's massive. We're getting a placement point. Dude, how many first aids does he have?
Woe to leave this rock as Hello My Bad has an angle.
Another. Wait, no, not yet.
Very difficult for them. And now with
how many? Dude, how many first aids does he have?
Try to take him down, but him and finds the off angle. And yeah, losing so much here, and it's outside the circle. Look at Nemesis also encroaching onto their position, flexing out. To
another replacement point. No, wait, how much do you get for
7th place? 10 kills already for VP SADUL out in 6th place.
Oh, Bastalich died.
Yeah, crossing that border.
That's huge, though.
Into triple digits as well earlier on in this game.
Wait, no. Why didn't we get a placement point?
But Team Nemesis, though, they have been all over the place. I think it's been a really cool game.
Why does it say 1?
Weak points in
the I guess they get added later.
How can they get in? How can they capitalize off the back of it? But gigantic shots coming through from Lukarux. Takes down Defex. The top player currently in the lobby.
Yeah, we got 2 points off that blue zone healing. That's really good. This zone was just fuckery for everybody, to be fair.
This line.
Beamy and the Correxy just pushing straight into Nemesis. They know this is the team to shut down. 13 kills, 23 points ahead of Nemesis currently. With the amount of pressure already onto them. Look at that Hackatory. The boys are pushing out, though. This is an aggressive push to get out of the compound, to put pressure onto VP. Hackatory finds Nixie. Can they get more out of this one?
Looking to do what he does best and get up in the face with VP.
Beamy.
Another goes down to Nixie, but Beamy is absolutely blasting right now.
Oh wow, Inspire threw that nade ages ago too.
Last player alive now for Virtus Pro. 14 kills on the game. It's a
Nemesis needs to die.
Game that they're having here. And this seems to be their MO, right? Just come out swinging, get yourself these huge, juicy matches.
Already added? Oh, yeah. Wait, no.
Just sort of cruise control.
I don't think they're added.
Very, very good stuff from VP so far. And again, this game.
Oh, they already got added. Oh, I was looking at kills. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb.
Ahead of Team Nemesis after this game is
the placement points are already added.
Ascend, though, might be on for the back-to-back.
Yeah, Ascend is just laughing inside the circle. Meanwhile, all the other teams are trying to fight each other outside.
Oh my God.
My bad, trying to heal and try to get into this one here. 2 solos. 3 solos, sorry. VP, Nemesis, and Vitality. And a full foreman now on Navi. It felt like Stay actually had a time to strike onto Navi with the 2 knocks that we saw. And then instead he goes for this one here. He had 3 nades. He could have gotten 2 knocks and confirms. With that, because the rests were going on
Rotted.
too. And Lukarux, that's a broken That's a broken observer. It's not looking the right direction on me. Here we go. There's the right observing perspective we're going for. VP, 15 kills though, and a 3rd place for them, guaranteed. Shots coming in from him. P90 in the hand of Lukaruk is very different here, but can he get more out of this one? Can he squeeze another point out of this one, Blank?
Boostic gonna get him.
Yeah, I mean, Navi's down to 3. You got Boostic in the front line, just holding him out. Gonna head back, see if he can purloin some more lethals on side. Nade would be good. He has a rough idea of where he's playing. That is just Lukaruk's to I mean, what? Even though he goes out, those shots are disgusting, all things considered. And now it is a 3 versus 4. Can Na'Vi, from an incredible position at the start of the game, potentially get the 3v4 going? It's dominated. Chris with AWM fully kitted out.
It's Chris with the green machine. The big boy gun here. There's no way they're not.
We kind of need Na'Vi to win this, I think.
All the terrain advantage. They've got all the crates. They've got all the gear. Na'Vi's hurt. They committed so much smoke, so much utility. And here we're sitting with 5 smokes on nade and 3 stuns. Full 3 gear for It's Chris. 4 nades on Keta. And it's a Keta 98 even. Look at that. Look at the total amount of utility they have to spare. 10 nades. Plenty of smokes. And on the side of Na'Vi, it's very sparse. That's for sure. 1 nade, 3 nades. That's a 4 total. So
there's no way Na'Vi loses this.
Is definitely to be won by Ascend.
Na'Vi got this.
And look at that. They've got nothing to play ahead of them without Ascend having locked all of it. But the big one for me is if Na'Vi plays this together as a 3-man and goes against one position, they could potentially win it and then take the fight against the other guys here. They're playing kind of spread out, but it's maybe spread out a little bit too thin in between.
Yeah, there's still another finals.
I mean, the problem is for Na'Vi is that they get a beneficial circle shift for them, which comes back over towards the western side. But it's open ground. They start moving out. I don't think I saw any emergency cover flares either, so life gets very difficult for Na'Vi. And even if they get close enough to throw their grenades, you're right, there's so much more that Ascend can send back at them. So they do have to single out positions, right? And
yeah, Ace does have better map control, but Na'Vi are the goats, so piece by piece. GG's.
Yeah, that's how the approach should be released. Let's see what they decide to. They're in a coop right now. They got the smoke ahead of them, and now they got space. They got something to work with.
Yeah.
And Kiliakai, look at Hex Chris. He's got the angle. That's a shot. The jump is a little bit difficult to hit. He was at the edge of the smoke. No silence on that one, so they have no doubt. 81 damage done. Now shots coming in with M2 49. 45 damage done as well.
No difference. No, it's huge difference because like Na'Vi is invited to EWC. They have an invite. So them placing really high is good for us, guys.
Pressure already.
Ascend is not invited. So Ascend losing is bad. Is good.
Ascend, Keta.
Na'Vi placing super high is good for us because they get invited anyway.
Finish coming through from Ascend.
Regardless of their performance.
Really, every single advantage is in their favor. To close this one out strong with the back-to-back, which, you know, will put them, should put them closer to that top 4, right? I mean, it's only 2 kills on the game, but still very successful couple of matches that they've already had to date.
Yeah, very impressive.
Okay, I can do that, KP.
To do here today, especially Kiliakai. He had 0 kills yesterday. They've been able to turn it up, and Kiliakai has been turned on. He's such a machine.
So we're rooting for Na'Vi.
And here, this is their game to lose, man. But it's the side of Pustik, Hackatory, and Ferris. Difficult.
I do think they're a way better team in general, though.
Really strong, and Nates are coming in too. Hackatory finds Kiliakai. Nates are coming in towards Keter. They're going to have to commit so much utility to save this.
Soul's not invited now.
With the off angle.
We have to qualify through points.
Angle. And look at that. Shots coming in towards him straight. Immediate headshot onto him, though.
Yeah, no chance, dude. No chance.
Try to survive. He got shot.
No chance, dude.
He's going to be 100 HP. Now he can take the win. The shot towards the next guy here. Ferris down low himself. Now the shot's coming through because he's not in this exact LOS. But it's Chris finds Ferris.
Yeah, Hackett's already finding that. I mean, that's a hard pickup to go for. ADBM.
Dude, they're just getting dominated.
Found the shot though, but for Na'Vi, losing Ferris is a big problem. Keta now creeping his way over, proned. As Chris will
Navi
boost
is
up here.
way too good.
Ready for this endgame. I think it's likely the Fairies gets back up again. They're going to just play this as two.
I don't think so. Is he going for it? Ah, they're...
Yeah, no. Yeah, so they're just going to play it as two.
Right. Okay.
Oh, no.
Nades are coming in too as well. Connecting on to Boostic here. He's low. He's going to try to hide behind a tree. He's got the Doritos to work with. Let's see here. Hackatari.
It sucks they didn't get the knock on him.
Damage charge here.
Or they got the res off, I mean. Wait, did they?
Something work. Can they play this one out right? Na'Vi has a better angle towards that center dot, but a Panzerfaust in the back of Kilyakai is scary. Doesn't connect from its Chris. Now they're going to have to go back to get the arm and the machine working again. The well-oiled Ascend machine.
8 kills though for Na'Vi, and this game means a lot to them.
Oh no.
Get themselves back in a position where they can start that.
Oh, yeah, dude, he could have knocked Boostic, but he peeked the Hackatory.
Kill your kite with another.
Oh my god, he could have knocked him.
Though now. From unbelievable odds here on the side of Na'Vi, the Panzer.
That's so bad for that Ascend. The Keter got knocked there.
But Na'Vi stands strong.
That was crazy. So well played. It just gets the confirmation on the Fairies. They now know that it's an effective 2v2 here with Keter being knocked off the offlane. I really like the Keter push there. That's the exact way to do it. But when you go off the machine himself, Hackatory, you just get instant denied.
Да вообще тут без шансов. Ascendu просто пизда. Без шансов.
2 bandages only on Boostic here. 5 bandages and 2 first aids on Hackatory. No more utility at all on the side of Na'Vi. They have to win it from here. And have to win it like this.
Hackatory.
4 nades on Keter, and he got knocked on that off angle. That is detrimental, but look at the amount of stuns that's still in play here. 3 stuns on its Chris, 2 on Kilyakai. They can still make this work.
О, один улетел.
I mean, the nade spin on Keter is really the
это
big
сейф.
deal
Ой,
because
это...
in a raw gunfight, it really does feel that Na'Vi
Это
sort of
флаш.
has the advantage here. Hackatory is kind of been blasting from this position, but how does he get out from behind this position? He's just going to send it forward. It's Chris sprays through the smoke with the M249, gets a little bit of damage done. Stun grenades sent in.
I think Boostic's going to be able to cover this now.
Off angle that's not getting them a lot already.
Yeah.
It's Chris find Hackatory. It's traded immediately, and now it's Chris.
Oh, it's over for Chris.
Can he make it work? Can he make the dream come true for It's Chris and Ascend to get this win home here? Let's see what happens, Blank.
No way Boostic lose this. Oh, he has to push though.
But
he still wins. He still wins. He still wins.
Break the fingers, break the lock. Here is the M249.
No.
And Ascend will win. M249 from It's Chris. Ascend are able to make it happen. Still, Verse Pro with 15 kills, but it's the back-to-back here over on
Это пиздец.
What a crazy
Unlock
game
зоной.
for us to have a Northern Ireland Takeover game here, Blank. And wow, as we bring Calaris into this one here, the VP start with the red zone knock as well. I cannot believe it, James.
Yeah, that was the thing. I've never seen anyone die to a red zone before, and you know, of course, blah 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 blah. But I will say,
oh my god, wait, that was sick.
And Kilyakai were actually able
he knocked
to win
them prone.
Boostic and Hackatory of all people towards the end there. Kudos to those boys, because I'm gonna be honest, when you're going up against Hackatory and Boostic, I don't have much faith, Avenger. They are killers.
Yeah, they are cyborgs indeed. But yeah, utility's king, that's for sure. The Keter 4 nades. I was thinking, okay, this is easy for them, but Hackatory insta-turned on him. Boostic also insta-turned on T-Bone once he started shooting and showed himself. That was so crazy to see. And
yeah, there's another tournament still. Relax. Also, one more day. We can come back if we have good games tomorrow.
Just insta push by Na'Vi. I don't think they saw this coming for them to leave the compound.
Yeah, I mean, just too many conflicts in the end, right? Despite you get 15 kills and putting yourself even further into first place right now. I think one thing's for sure, Blank, when I look at Virtus Pro, I said it whilst, well, I said it, to myself, whilst this game was going on, that I don't know how they now lose this tournament. With the form that they're showing, right, I think Virtus Pro is just going to be able to run, even the 6 games.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun watching.
I don't think they're letting up either. I think Virtus Pro is just...
You just got TPP'd.
Constant massive games that they're showing us. It's astonishing. And it is kind of funny that you have this game where Ascend wins, but still the headliner is Virtus Pro with 20 points here and 15 kills. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
Properly astonishing, but that is technically a back-to-back here for Ascend. Very importantly so, because again, if you wanted to challenge what was the top 4 coming into today here, Avenger, you needed something like this, and Ascend has definitely been able to deliver that. Now, only 11 points behind where No Slack is, who was able to get a few points on the board here or there. It's nothing quite as comparable to what we saw from them yesterday.
No Slack has 69 points. Guys, I'm going to warm up food. I'll be back.
They are. They're getting close. No Slack slacked a little bit today. PG really turned it down, but yeah, Ascend, what a day. Beautiful for them to step it up like this here. I'll say this, though. Obviously the big story is Ascend and Virtus Pro having fantastic games, but look at the difference already from Virtus Pro all the way down to Ascend. Like we're talking, it's 59 points difference already. That is kind of unheard of, that they double 5th place points already with the games we've played already. Obviously 1 more game today, 5 more tomorrow.
They're just a class above right now, and that's crazy considering how much we say for EMEA it's the strongest region in the world, it's the deepest region in the world, and yet Virtus Pro is able to put up the craziness that they have so far. But hey, Hakatori's back. We've got himself with 750 damage here, blank, and finally we get to see Hakatori at the top of these boards.
Yeah, I mean, Hakatori, finally, like you say, we get to see him in action, and it was very obvious that he's feeling it towards the end of that game. I mean, there's moments where they show themselves for 2 seconds, barely 2 seconds of that. It's like a second, and Hakatori is instantly just sending bullets down range. It's very scary, very, very scary to go up against. But yeah, I was happy with the way this game went for Na'Vi. I think everyone had a very, very difficult time. And it really does show how intelligent a lot of our teams are here, the way they play it out. Because it's a lot of desperation on the Western side, where you've got to take any advantage you get. I love the little team Nemesis wrap out where they try to hold off all the teams coming in from the Northwest side. It's the only way you can get those points.
And one of the teams that was our focus for this one was S8UL, who technically was coming in from that west side and had to eventually, because of the circle shifts, coming kind of from a north angle, or at least northwest here, Avenger. And it felt like they became victims of some of that kind of, not carnage necessarily coming in from the northwest side here, but just having to come in a little bit later than some of these other teams.
It is extremely difficult because of how the circle turned out, right? And then there are so many teams coming in from the same angles, because how everything lines up. It's basically like vertical ridges going down, where they're like small rivers flowing down from the mountain, and then the ridges kind of play out like they do. Super difficult.
And that is S8UL having a bit of a rougher time here towards the back end of the day. They definitely, got some very, very good points earlier on, but now with 1 game remaining for today, they're going to need a whole lot more, blank, to be able to try and catch up to what is going to be that top pack. I think for a lot of these teams now, I think podium is almost out of the question. Like, I don't think Virtus Pro slowing down. I don't think Nemesis is going to be able to yield a top 3, and then I'm thinking Twisted Minds. I don't know what's going on beyond that.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard for a lot of our squads to get towards that top side of the tables now. I think players were able to put such a significant amount of effort in on that first day. They created a big buffer. But over on this day, where it's adaptation, those changes haven't really mattered. I think some teams have done slightly better here, but the level of play from yesterday from our top teams has not really differed from today. I think that's the big issue.
There is one clip that I wanted to look at. There wasn't even like gun skill or anything like that, if we can roll it, as T-Bar obviously was kind of the off angle against them. Now watching the distance, when the shot comes in and how quickly
food today is salmon, potatoes, and cucumbers. It doesn't look that good.
Hang on.
Just the man is inhuman.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a world Avenger where it might have just like lined up that, okay, he was looking that way as he ducked behind the tree to maybe get some information about that. But the speed and when the shot is fired, for me, lines up very nicely.
Yeah, it's such a cool clip here to see. Obviously, the sensitivity on players, some of them are...
Ты же будешь в эти плей-оффы 2 играть опять?
Players, so
Ты пройдешь же.
Instantly turns, instantly sees. Sure, there's also some observer ping difference
Да,
here.
все. Пизда всем тогда.
True one, but still, from T-Bone's perspective, that is scary, you know? That's not the aggressive side eye. That's the death stare immediate there.
There's these clips on TikTok and things like that of like people playing horror games and they see in the distance like the ritual going on and they make a slight noise.
Я не могу представить это чувство, блин.
Like NPCs turn around instantly. That's what just happened there. It was
Типа
a
Ник
horror
Валдл и
movie
смотришь, где все остальные играют.
Let's listen on some team comms from that previous take
Это
and see
обидно.
what was going on.
Это обидно.
He's running. He's just shooting it.
Спасибо.
It's fine. He's dead.
На камень, за синькой. Найс.
Wait, we're getting comms?
Можешь, конечно. Надо.
Слева один растянутый.
We're getting comms from Navi?
Tag them,
Three, and we're gonna kill them here.
Yeah.
Can you start pressuring them in a second?
Yeah.
Yeah. All three on green. You need to help me now.
I have to risk.
Usually they don't do comms.
Да, есть право. За синькой, лоу хп. Смотри его право выкручу. Смотри.
Смотрю.
Orange and Coop.
Chill a bit now, guys. Chill a bit. I'm proning to this right witch. Just full chill, guys.
Orange and Coop.
Right behind there.
I can resmoke you, Coop. Resmoke. Добил ног.
Лево меня флешит. Меня сейчас лево будет идти.
Я смотрите лево.
Он смотрит, он фулл смотрит, стой. Под деревом где-то просто.
Нок.
Один.
Один в один.
Я там лево пикает. Лево.
Nice.
One.
Take me, cover.
Just call him, please.
Play on the tree.
Лево. Пикает лево.
6 смок. Смоках.
Метка синяя.
Не успеешь.
Можешь ног добить. Ног добить можешь слева.
Hard to win that.
Nice, let's fucking go.
Ascend very happy once
Yeah.
again, back to back, very important.
Yeah, exactly.
For them
See
as
it.
they're able to get it. And we were saying whilst we were watching that as well, though, and we saw it again. It's what I was saying about Boostic's situation. I can't watch his stream, Avenger, because it's the thing. I can't. He's like looking everywhere all the time, like zooming in on things and stuff like that. The new breed of player is just scary when it comes to their reaction times as well as the numbers they can put up.
Yeah, it is. He's a player that gets an insane amount of information. The way that he's scanning terrain, scanning everything, and yeah, he's really all over the place. He's such a great player. Good to see here, head-to-head versus T-Bone here. The rivalry coming through, but yeah, 12 kills with the 27.
Говорит, не может смотреть стрим Бустика, потому что там тряска происходит с камерой. Слишком старый.
Regardless of the rivalry, Ascend's got a back-to-back. Can they make it a three-peat? We'll see. It's the final game of the day. As thank you very much, Avenger. We'll check in with you at the end of it. It's me and Blank to bring you Miramar for the last one for day number 2.
Indeed, off from the north side down towards the south. It's been a great day today. And I think the best way to end this without it would be with another double-digit kill count.
Okay, is this our game?
I'd love to see it happen. And at that point, they've pretty much cement themselves at the top of the lobby, I imagine. Because this really is Virtus Pro's chance to just be like, put a stamp on it and send it off, right? We're done. I think for some of the other teams, it's also their time to get back up to that marker. If Team Nemesis can have a big game here, Virtus Pro goes out early, there's a chance tomorrow that we do still have a fight on our hands.
It's one of the advantages, once we take a look at the drops and the playing path and all that, that the GPT teams, I would say, have by playing these first PGSs, right? I do wonder where Virtus Pro would be right now if they didn't have the absolute flop that were PGS 1 and PGS 2. Because, of course, they came back PGS 3. All right, observers, calm down. Look at them.
You guys can't hear me eating, right?
Cheeky, look at them, they're cheeky. That was unintended. Oh my days. What was I talking about? Look, the circle's middle.
Yeah, the circle's middle. You were talking about the flop from PGS 1 and PGS 2 for Virtus Pro, yeah.
At Patel Builder
Yo,
London
Patel!
super chatted $6.62.
It's my Instagram.
Actually Alisa.
It is, that's my Instagram.
In inverted commas, first PGS.
Patel is back.
And they're never really finding the success that was PGS 3. Who knows, right? I'm really thinking, you know, crazy theories down the line here.
It is.
In part, they look so amazing right now.
I need to post more though on Instagram.
You know, what happened at PGS3? How much dominance they showed on the international stage? I'm not.
It's MEA, yeah.
They are spectacular players.
Europe,
and very, very good squad as a whole.
Middle East, and
Africa. Regardless, they're looking amazing.
Well, again, you know, with the switch from FPV to TPP, there's got to be an evolution inside the team. And for
At Patel Builder London super chatted $6.62. If it's chicken, I will do £50 SC.
Because there has
okay.
to be that improvement period. And
think for the £5. If it's a chicken, okay. I hope so. It's the last game. That would be great.
Can really get yourself into a position where every single time you're going up on
£50 for the chicken
stage, it's tough, but you keep improving, you keep coming back, and then finally you find it.
Yeah. Well, Beamy currently, his loadout is a mutant and M16. I hate that.
Wait, where are they?
I'm hoping he has a different loadout when we see him next.
Oh, we dropped in a different spot.
If he did, imagine that. He tests himself. He's like, you know what, guys, we're so far ahead. Mutant and M16, that's my loadout. Okay.
Yeah, one bullet shots only.
Just little cheeky bursts.
I don't want the burst. No burst. There's always a devastating feeling getting taken down by the mutant. Even more so when it's like, if you get taken by the M16, it's like, it's fine. But if someone picks up a mutant and takes you down with that, that's intentional. They picked that up purposefully.
Just to spite you.
Yeah. I don't like it.
For Na'Vi, they want to be
one good game,
in this
yeah.
game. Obviously, as Hakatori and Boostic. It's funny, I wrote in our production chat, Chris and Killy versus Hakatori and Boostic. Good luck, Germans. It's going to be a rough one. But hey, they won it out. And fair play to them, going up against what is an absolutely terrifying duo in Hakatori and Boostic. Admittedly, a little bit of a kind of smoke advantage, right? They had a lot more util than them to be able to work with. And some good reads on where they were moving and stuff. And obviously Boostic towards the very end. Oh yeah, Killy Kai is Austrian, isn't he? Never mind. A little bit towards the end, Boostic having to move away from some of that cover. It's, you know, he's kind of open and dead to
damn, you guys are just begging for money from Patel in the chat. That's crazy.
Take it away from Ascend, man. The fact that they've got back-to-back win in a lobby like this, it's not the most flashy wins, but wins nonetheless.
Well, yeah, that's what I was about to talk about, right? They weren't flashy wins, but I think for Ascend...
but Aduzi likes playing not from center, so apparently, guys.
It's a humbling
so it's
thing,
okay.
An impressive thing to do, to know you're in a situation where you haven't been having the greatest games, but then you start to bring things back. Let's not push the boat out, right? You know,
wait, what about
Aduzi? On smooth waters and just finish these games out. They're not going to look insane. They're not going to look super cool, but we will win them. And to have control of yourself like that.
Some of you guys are shameless. Patel comes in here, and you guys are like, please give me money. Is that my leg? Yes.
Na'Vi does sort of outclass them mechanically there.
I sit like this.
That's what matters at the end of the day.
Yep. And we're on board with Mr. T-Bone himself.
I'm having salmon with potatoes and cucumbers.
Post show with Mr. Mark Powers. So I think he's going to be doing something with McClay as well as Scav. Talking about the games. Maybe Scav will be as interested today talking about today's results. Yesterday's were great here for No Slack, but today's been a bit more mediocre for them. 1, 2, 3. El Diablo. Of course! They love it.
I hate the way the game loaded in as well, so I was even surprised when it appeared. Yeah, I think for No Slack, I'd completely agree. I don't think they're happy with the way today's gone.
I'm trying to eat more to gain weight, but it's really rough, guys.
Back on Rondo, when you get taken down by Twisted Minds, that's a
but I'm forcing myself to eat, but it's rough.
Trying to find your footing after that, after slipping like halfway down the mountain. Yeah, it's a rough one. It's definitely a rough one for No Slack. I think they can bring it back though. I think it's a very, very good team.
Chicken tikka masala, dude. I would probably die.
Down their look since that.
I am so sensitive to spice. I would die in India, guys.
And then it's right as the circle is starting to close in, you get delayed. It's a death sentence at that point.
I'm a little
I'm just
bitch.
wondering if, of course, for No Slack, bit of a surprise that it's not gone as well.
No, I haven't made chicken masala. I made butter chicken.
Not too surprising. I've called you out on your island observing. I've called you out on your El Diablo.
Took a chance kidding. Okay. Thank you for the £10.
$13.23. It's Oki chat is kidding every time. It's fine. Folded hands emoji. Rocket
I like
emoji,
butter chicken.
Heart suit emoji. Call me hand emoji.
This is fine.
Thank you for the 10 again.
This is typical.
It is my leg.
You can't challenge them like that. No,
they've got to set something up.
No, because it's going to happen tomorrow. It'll probably happen tomorrow once you've forgotten about it, because that's the type of thing they'll do.
You know what I've tried? I've tried the Indian dessert, the little like balls, the sweet balls. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Like that. They will be coming very late to the circle though. But SE. Okay, well.
I forgot what they're called.
Well, I think that's one love to the observers. I'm not.
They've got me. One love. Yeah, exactly. Stop that.
Yeah, something like that. Black or white? I don't remember. But they had different flavors.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Boost the BRDM
they were very sweet, but I enjoyed them.
Right now, we'd rather not be in Narnia. Come out from that wardrobe. And Mr.
Also, wait, what's like that drink with mango with an L? Is that an Indian thing too? The mango sweet drink starts with an L. Is that an Indian thing too?
The fairly central circle, right?
Lassi? Yeah, lassi. I've tried mango lassi as well.
Early on in the tournament, very nice for them.
That was delicious.
Good position to start in. I always do kind of like these.
Yeah.
Very, very fun to play around with.
I have made lamb or mutton biryani at home.
A little cove to call their own.
And I bought like fake saffron because I think real saffron is really expensive, but I bought fake.
I think for Everlong, with their central positions that they've had, it's all nice and dandy that you have them, like the Picados, like the Pachinkis and things like that. They just need more experience in these, top-level regional lobbies. I think if they did get that down the line, like a few PECs down the line, and still held onto those middle positions,
I love naan bread. I love naan bread. Naan bread.
Expect from a team coming in from those locations.
I think I actually have some frozen in my fridge at the moment.
I'm about to drop some knowledge.
Okay.
It's not going to be incredible knowledge, but I'm going to drop it anyway.
Try makaluba? What is that?
Go on.
If I was Everlong, personally,
I have tried garlic cheese one.
Picado, picking Pachinko.
God, I love their bread.
I don't think it's super useful for them.
Okay.
Because it
I've tried like Everlong, the garlic is my favorite for sure.
In the top 5, I'll be honest, right? But I think playing at this kind of lobby and playing in from the outside edge is a lot better experience. Again, though, for them,
there will be finals soon.
Try and get as high understanding as possible. This is a way to guarantee some placement points at least. And again, they can always play in from the agent screens.
Sure. I think if it's offered up to you, you take it, right? Like,
yeah, I made butter chicken at home.
You may as well give it a pop, give it a shot. About the circle though here for a moment.
But I didn't make it very spicy because I'm a little bitch.
Again, help! Like what? How? This is crazy talk. So you know what? Everlong from Picado.
I feel like every white person has tried at least butter chicken.
Pro, please.
Hang on. You send them to the deaths. That's not cool.
Go on, battering ram. You know, like that ogre in that hits its head into the
yeah, it's me, Dr. 33S.
And then just falls over.
But butter chicken can be spicy too.
No, there's no ogre at Helm's Deep. There's definitely an ogre. It's in the Hobbit movie. No, never mind. They're not as good. Never mind.
Oh yeah, we're in the Hobbit.
Why do you guys eat frozen food a lot? I don't eat frozen food.
That's what I'm hoping for.
It's just that Indian food is not popular here, so the only way for me to even get naan bread is like buying it frozen.
Frightening creatures in the entirety of the.
I mean, I could go to a restaurant, but it's like kind of.
Well, Everlong is apparently.
It's because I didn't want to cook it. I didn't want to make it myself, so I just bought it from the store.
See those kinds of punch outs?
Wait, what?
Just stop him running in a certain direction.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it though. I'm sorry.
And
what is the definition of spice?
Something's happening.
Oh yeah, I think he's decent.
Like where your mouth is burning.
He's got like a.
Or he's stuck.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. It happens sometimes, but
yeah, when I say spicy, I don't mean like.
Yeah, okay. He's not reacting. He's not healing or anything.
I do, guys. I do have a bunch of like.
It happens.
Indian spices though in my
so it's okay to
pantry. I have a Graham masala. I have.
You called them the ogres that hit
what else?
into the wall. That's crazy, Blank. You caused that.
No, I have some star anise.
Well,
I have some stuff.
Elsewhere, I think, as Nixie somehow already has 160 damage on board, as they're shooting at a few people. There's only been one casualty.
Garam masala, yeah.
We're just having a good old chin wag. Unfortunately, that was Navi losing out one member.
Graham, I'm so sorry. I said Graham.
That's the thing. Navi almost
so sorry.
Always, like you see them come alive at the end of days quite a lot of times, and that's exactly what happened on their PGS2 win. Like. The 2 last games suddenly absolutely jet themselves.
My white girl side is
so they're very
showing.
good and very adept at doing that. But losing one early means that makes it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, I mean mechanically for Navi,
Graham Lincoln Masala. Stop.
I think it's that's just late game decision making that's been sort of thing that they haven't been able to quite fall back on. I think Virtus Pro has been very quick with how they want to make these decisions, and it might not be that Navi doesn't know how to make those plays. They've probably got a huge amount of plays in mind, but
I'm not a good. I'm okay, chef. I wouldn't say I'm good.
On this lobby,
guys, I do cooking streams. When I'm gonna get a new phone, I can do cooking streams, and maybe I can do Indian dishes on stream.
I personally think that you're right. They're starting to pop off, but I do think tomorrow is Navi's game. I think they're starting to figure this lobby out.
You guys would love that.
You saying, oh my god, they look so good, coincided with us showing Ascend's webcams, and I was like, damn, that was a real quick topic change. But no, you were still on about
one day.
Oh, the green screen fiasco.
Well, anyway, the circle has indeed still centered on the position of Virtus Pro, who still has the 2-2 split across very high prio compounds. So now we're going to see who's going to be able to thread the needle and move on and forwards. SAUL is actually moving in, and Ispress does find
no.
So that is a pretty difficult.
A VOD, or you mean the video? There's a video.
SAUL, although it's a very important player for their fragging capabilities. So that's rough, and there's no real getting that blue chip back.
Let me show you guys this other dish that I've made.
Blue chip and then going for a res, because he's so in the open where he went down.
Yeah. Again, I can't fault him for that though. I can't fault him for that push. You see that this location is open. You've come in very late. I think you just take it. Right? You absolutely just take it.
Where's the BRDM? They must still be in play, and they were just having more vehicles. Oh, Navi's got a BRDM. Okay. Didn't go for a
oh, ginger milk tea. That looks delicious.
I don't think they have the chip. But 3 gear on Fairist. If Fairist, if he plays this anything like a Batulins would, he'll be using this for information as the IGL, just kind of scouting around, using it for a much better vantage point as they try and slowly work their way in towards a circle like this.
Hold on, I'm trying to find this recipe that I made.
They do know that there's going to be teams moving in behind them, so they've got to be very cognizant of that as well.
Yeah, it's the IGL's best friend, where you know you could be driving into circle.
I'm never gonna find it, guys.
No way.
Or will I?
Not in danger. That's crazy. Yeah, so it's a very nice thing to have. The balls they're heading in on that.
Okay, I'm never gonna find it. Forget it.
It's not quite.
I use Premiere Pro. Do I use DAC or AMP? I use the Dragonfly.
I expected that balls wasn't going to do insanely well here, but it's nice.
It's much more DAC, Diac, I think, or DAC.
Right? But it just hasn't translated very well into the finals.
Give us hints. It was like potatoes, and it had a bunch of star anise in it, and fennel seeds. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like it.
It's definitely not one of the strongest.
I ate it. It was decent, but
they can take it and kick it.
I wasn't a huge fan. I think because I
keeping themselves in it. 52 points at the moment. Sloyd Jacket once again. Marshall down.
Because I am you know, a white girl. I never really had star anise in my recipes. Like, it's just not a spice that Europe uses a lot in their foods at all. So whenever it's in food, I'm like very not used to it. It's all about just being used to spices, right? It's just something that I'm really not used to it. But I'm sure if I would have it more, I would enjoy it more.
But the
it's all about being used to it.
Pro are kind of annoying. You can technically live underneath that compound later in the game, as long as some of the
okay, hold on.
The south side are completely gone and shut out from the circle. But it gets a little bit dicey.
How have we got sort of a repeat from match 1?
Yeah, it's not good for us.
I'm loving it.
Just a different location. They're just like, take the compounds as per usual. Great shots from Viz though. Over towards No Slank, losing Sata, which is a really big deal. But it's all popping off as many teams are trying to make their way in as quickly as possible. The Mythog looks over towards Vitality. Viz are getting stuck in with No Slank still. Pubg finding the remnants of Boars. It is absolute carnage all across the map, and everyone knows why. Because
I think star anise is often used in medicine here. So whenever I have it in food, I just feel like I'm eating medicine.
He was popping off against Vitality. They're down and out in 8th place for the rest of the day. Unless some people are going to actually leapfrog them, though.
Oh no, we're pill first.
Actually did a lot of damage to them, but so did Virtus Pro as well. And
where are we?
Okay, well, they're going to try and push on foot, but I think they're going to get blasted.
What is that?
We are in a circle, but it's bad.
They're hightailing it up the dirt road.
We lost 2 already.
It's the most successful approach that's ever been taken, but we'll see what they can get done. All right.
I mean, it's okay. We can still have a good day tomorrow.
I mean, they had their teeth sunk into them. I don't think they were going to let go anytime soon. So now PGG is controlled nicely on the eastern side, which again is a little bit of a repeat from match 1.
They'll continue to do it at the moment as Kiliakai finds himself embroiled in a bit of a fight here with Bushido Wildcats alongside the Concretes. What can actually go on here? He does see him through that window as well. He's just
I think we have
he
mountains.
actually comes up from a prone position into a crouching one. He's able to take some shots,
Guys, we're just upgrading. We're getting more points every day. Tomorrow we are ascending.
Ooh, did a bit of damage there.
Yeah, I have coriander powder. I have turmeric at home too. I love all those spices. I actually love turmeric. I love turmeric powder so much. And coriander powder too.
Trying to move in on the SAUL position. I don't think it's going to be working out too well. Aduzi back in the BRDM, gets himself out of dodge there for a moment. As 2, you've got to be very careful here as SAUL. Oh, Bestalosh. Good steal, though, on that.
Team Nemesis on the south side, looking to see what they can get done over towards the teams on the north.
Terminic.
And for first prize, it's a bloody freebie. They have found the Miramar magnet. We meant to delete that from the game, but it seems like it still exists.
We are kind of chilling.
Currently a very strong position. And again, this is where...
Turmeric? Oh, I guess I'm saying it wrong.
He gets another massive VP game out of this one. It's sort of...
Oh my god, Lou just knocked 3.
What on earth?
God damn.
With a triple spray. Oh, I need a first-person perspective on that at some point. Jeez,
show us. He just killed 4 of them.
A 4-piece for Lou against Everlong. And now it's all going to kick off elsewhere here as Metalman taking down Chris as they're trying to make the transition on through against the edge. But it's not going to be easier, man. I mean,
Defex just border 2.
This is crazy. But the thing is that all of these moves
я хочу увидеть реплей этого.
At the same time, there's just not much to play. And if anybody gets out of like the conflict on the edge, they go into the prying eyes of Virtus Pro. Oh dear me.
Yeah, it's real hard stuff right now. I mean, the fact that Defex is getting some big work done with a mortar is crazy. Na'Vi looking to finish off the job for them. Another mortar comes through. Finish off.
Let's go, Gyro.
Nice.
They're playing from home, Jerry.
I'm a little bit terrified right now.
Everybody's playing from home.
No doubt.
Shot. PGG starting to work their way in on the ridge on the eastern side. Hive have to move down and out.
Oh, we have a BRDM. We have a BRDM. No, but there's a Panzer.
Already cleared out the majority of the space on that north side, so they can have full attention over towards Hive now.
Nemesis is so prepared for the push that they're going to be making on an S8UL because multiple of them have Panzerfausts against what would be the BRDM hop in.
Yo, what's up, Pratik? Everything's good. How are you?
He needs to do that in the defensive posture against them. As Twisted Mind still on the warpath here. Not going to be letting this go anytime soon. Lou with another one here. Salik goes down. Perfectix takes Mogor. Twisted Minds is like, well, what if we just shoot at everything now? As we're trying to move in on this north side and try and shut a lot of people down.
I mean, we're already getting placement points, so that's good.
Things are getting a bit crazy, Blank.
Well, I think for Twisted Minds, it completely makes sense. They know that they have to push really hard in this match if they want to set themselves up for tomorrow, where they can maybe take first place. It's looking
Scorpio.
more likely with Virtus Pro's position currently in the circle.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Stop nading Navi.
Right now.
Oh, Hakic.
Zakatori will find Sabila, and another nade gets so close. So PGG's getting very unlucky with these nades, man. They've been posted very well. But as I was saying, I think for Twisted Minds, it's not as bad because Virtus Pro currently don't have a huge amount of influence just yet.
No, definitely not. That first nade was a heat.
Safe res.
I couldn't believe the throw on that one. But Navi somehow weathers the storm. PGG still laying above them. Perfectix hits Mogor once again. Twisted Minds is mad here. Salik's trying to do a bit more damage here too now.
Oh, he's so scared.
Mogor in the distance once again. They still have a little bit of room here to be able to play with that. Double flash goes forwards though. Salik blinded as the FAMAS wielding Fairist on the left hand side. Looking for a bit of an opportunity wherever he can see him, but he does get spotted out by Salik. There needs to be more peeking coming in from PGG, but if
he's getting flashed.
He's going to be vulnerable to some other players. Look how aggressive they're moving up against this. They knew that they could, and Salik's down.
О, привет, Смиш, как дела?
Like, he's got no choice. He set himself in a position, but I think, again, that's where Navi shines. They are so mechanically gifted that they can afford to make a play like that, where he trusts in his teammates that they're going to hit that shot, no matter what happens. Lou finally is put down after his
Dude, we are doing good, though, guys. We're 2 alive. We just got a kill. We're getting placement points now.
A doozy will flush out stayed on that southwest side. Team Nemesis has been struggling slightly versus SAUL.
Obviously, it's still in the BRDM. Where are the
Как ты? Ой-ой-ой-ой, a doozy!
He gets run down. I think they might have spent the Panzerfausts.
Пришла с вами посмотреть турнир, приятно.
What is to come here with this, but now they're just spraying into it. As the doozy gets on out, looks to charge up a nade himself, throws it on over, gets caught on the legs there a little bit, so has to duck back on in.
Surely we kill these guys. Oh no, he's getting naded. Ugh.
Team Nemesis is going to be very, very difficult. They sort of have to abandon Melman here.
Вы как хорошо все. Тоже надеюсь, эти солы хорошую катку сыграют. Oh my god!
Oh my days!
Defex gets blasted out of the way.
The beat!
It's so cruel.
I can't believe that first tap actually just straight knocks him, by the way. It was like the slowest vehicle of all time. Again, it's like the Austin Powers.
Oh, it's so bad for Sosed.
Running over the dude or whatever, or the roller. No! And eventually he just doesn't move.
За кого? Я менеджер Soul, так что я за Soul.
Probably should have gotten the vehicle a little bit sooner, but a doozy takes no prisoners.
За.
Panzerfaust he just picked up as well.
Да.
I didn't see.
I think he picked up a Panzerfaust off of Melman, if I'm not mistaken. Either way, he's ready and prepared to go. You know, he knows.
That's really good for us. We got 4 points, and we're getting placement points now too.
As they will move further.
We're getting top 5 points.
Up into a.
And it's look, all the teams that are alive are the ones that are going anyway, so this is really good for us.
Good result for them would just if they could end tomorrow in a top.
This is really good for us.
That's a pretty good result for them.
Just so you guys understand, Navi auto qualifies for EWC, Twist auto qualifies for EWC, and so does VP. So them being like in the last circle is good for us.
Can someone please do something about this? Technically, actually, with
STS is super down in the leaderboard, so it doesn't really matter.
Navi still remaining. Actually,
I mean, I guess it would be bad if they would win, but
to try and do something against this, I don't know whether or not they can though.
Yeah, it's a bit of a bombastic ending.
We do need to win though.
Navi versus Pro Twisted Minds and SAU.
That'd be nice if we would win.
Starry Skies, it's
is this his final one? Yeah.
Featuring Starry Skies here.
Офигеть, да, я тоже в шоке. Сама. Slick had a rough day, yeah. Yeah, they barely got any points today, right? That's how it'd be.
Instantly. As they were able to push on up. Cyrus takes example. That's really good on the other side, though. If Cyrus guys gets the circle shift, they might have to go their way. But look at Rooks going around the wrong way and gets caught by the FAMAS from Fairest.
It's good that every team is fighting at the moment. Where are we? We're just vibing in the middle somewhere.
And maybe there will be a little bit more of an opportunity for the rest of the teams that were having to challenge this compound. But Nixie goes for a long range spray. Fairest
Fairest.
With the FAMAS, it is deadly. And you've got to be very careful. Oh, everything. This is spectacular. For the leaderboards.
Отлично. Коррекция. Пустик. Смел всех. Тёма.
Getting pushed off, but Na'Vi is just a flame right now. It is so cool to see them playing at this type of level. Twisted Minds, though, can't count them out just yet. Starry Skies looks to hold on. You got Nitro in the background. He is doing a big amount of work for the team. One player left remaining. It is Lou. He has been on a
We have 6 kills and we are top 7.
But in comes Bestalosh.
Okay, oh my god, oh my god! So many kills! So many kills to steal!
Maybe try and confirm these flushes, but obviously Lou is still lurking. You can't go for that. He's actually going to go on one side. I get it. Very smart moves here, considering where Lou repositioned himself.
The beat! The beat!
Tail between legs. Can't really do much about this at the moment. Gonna try and post a nade on over.
So he's not gonna get Batulins. Как он хотел добить их. He wanted to flush them so bad.
Did you get out of the boot? He's crazy. He's crazy.
Oh my god!
Oh, he got out of the car and him over. Oh my god.
Oh, dear me. A doozy. What a nightmare. And that's Twisted Minds. I mean, that's what I thought Lou was doing the entire time, is that he was going through all of the boots in every single
Lou is so cracked. Oh, they're gonna explode.
The quickest hands in the West.
Okay, well, okay, he's just gonna spray this now. Na'Vi is only 2 alive, and there's just 1 versus 1 going on, or 1 versus tank on the
Unlucky.
other side. Yeah.
He's gonna deny the point.
As well, though, as he does.
Wait, I thought it was gonna explode.
Back into the BRDM, it's still a bit healthy. Na'Vi's gonna start peeking across and
My
see
bad.
exactly what is going on from this. This was a very game 6.
He doesn't have lots of bullets, but it should. That's good. Ah, that's so good for us. That's so good for us. That's so good for us.
Crazy nade's been sent in.
Oh, he's denying the point.
Yeah, he's just gonna run it out into the blue. Fair play.
Na'Vi helped us.
Win the game, but most importantly for the rest of the lobby, Virtus Pro.
I mean, that's good for us.
Very important indeed. What an interesting game. I thought it was going to be quite formulaic with Virtus Pro.
Индийские фильмы, да, реально.
With him about everything that's going down as well. Because
guys, this was Bollywood, straight up Bollywood. No?
Not in the way I expected.
Yeah. What a crazy
Bollywood.
game 6 scrims of game 5 of PC here we had. That was kind of wild. But also, what a central position we were able to lock down for VP once again, man. That was crazy. But yeah, S8UL, way better day today, guys, than it was.
I want to see Lou's kills. Can they show us replay?
And then, of course, they are able to, you know, push their campaign even further for tomorrow, obviously.
Yeah, extremely important, of course, as for some of the teams trying to jump on up, right? I mean, Ascend as well. 14 points at the start of the day, alongside S8UL. 14 points at the start of the day, and both of them have had quite meteoric rises. It's just a shame for them, Blank, that there's been far bigger rises across the board elsewhere, because otherwise we'd be talking about these teams all day.
Yeah, we would do. And again, it's nice. It is great. It's great news for a lot of our squads in terms of Virtus Pro going down as early as they did. It's still a tough approach for some of our squads underneath them to catch up tomorrow, but it doesn't look so much of a really difficult task anymore, right?
Yeah, and still no Twisted Minds win, right? I'm watching the last moments of this game thinking...
Dude, Lou flicked so... like, he... Oh, he got ran over by a car. Oh, my bad. It looked like he... Oh, I just saw... I understand now. My bad. Yeah, this was a good day, guys. No wins. Unfortunate 2 second places, though.
They were playing around with Team Nemesis.
But we got 13 points off that game.
A lot of the teams coming in, and then turns around here. But 4 teams on double digits for the last game here. It might have been a game 6 of scrims for this one, but what a fantastic way to accrue more points. And
let's go. I rose up from my graveyard after Doozy smashing players with PR'd. Yeah.
They got the most points out of this.
Okay. I mean, if you look at the top 4, right, that's the big names that we kind of expect for a lot of these games, but it's kind of really been anything.
So we are 7th now.
Is the standings. The tail of the tape
like, we need to...
Day number 3. And again,
like Ascend, Slack, Nemesis, these are our enemies.
PS3, where Virtus Pro is playing internationally and so far ahead of the competition. It's back again, Blank, and I don't think the only 2 teams that have got even an outside shot of being able to make a challenge to it is Nemesis and Twisted Minds tomorrow.
Yeah, there's only really 3 teams right now gunning for that first place, and it's going to require Virtus Pro to have quite a few.
I hope so too, Neymar.
Right? That's the only way that Team Nemesis.
Yeah, basically we are 4th at the moment. Yes, basically we are 4th.
Nemesis play out their minds
at the moment.
I think that it's so hard to maintain that type of caliber all the way through, because at the end of the day, Pubg still has that RNG involved. Like, you can't always have...
How many teams need to qualify? 2 teams, but there's also finals 2, and your playoffs points matter and everything. So, like, it's all about your consistency. 5 more matches tomorrow, Posse.
And S8UL, Martin, but also an important race for Navi. I mean, I was saying
but yeah, and then also 3 teams are insta-invited. VP, Twisted Minds, and Navi.
17 points as well. So this is also a big race for them.
Yeah, I mean, only 17 points for no slack here or so, I think it was. That's such a turnaround, obviously, but that's the bad day. Oh my God, Ludo, 1K club for him, 6 kills. That's the bad day for no slack. I gotta say, I'm so happy for Navi to turn around, because yesterday they had 17 points, so they kind of swap a route a little bit with no slack, obviously.
Yeah, definitely. That 4-piece from Lou on Everlong.
Yeah, second day. Tomorrow, second day. We can definitely jump back if we just keep it up.
I would love to see back that triple spray.
Decent.
It was just,
I think it was a good day.
Perfect, like,
very good day. We're back in the race.
Exactly where they were.
We are back in the race, baby.
Destroy them. It was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, for Lou, he's just been so good in that last game.
Yeah, tomorrow we need chicken dinners.
Moments, but it's cool to see the Twisted Minds where there's been multiple times where we have seen different players on that team today.
Tomorrow, yeah. Tomorrow 5 games, 5 more games, and then a little break, then playoffs 2, and then finals 2.
The butterfly effect hit against S8UL, right? Imagine if Molodoc hadn't gone down there and S8UL was able to come in.
Just tell them to play a little more aggressive, please, guys.
As we take a look back at Ascent, see
guys,
how they're playing things out. Bear in mind, it bears repeating.
I'm not even gonna. I'm just gonna ignore this comment.
Really kind of wanted to see if they were going to be able to do a little bit more with it. Taking some wounds here and there, Avenger, though, it wasn't to be for a big game for them 3 in a row.
Yeah, they've had a fantastic day. There's no denying that.
Why don't people from the chat just come and play instead?
They ended up on, but yeah, it's been a great showing. I think the first 4 games had 44 points, and Virtus Pro had 60 points. So yeah, obviously a huge day for us, and to turn things around compared to what we
we got decent points from the playoffs one.
For those guys, I saw some of the tweets on their socials, and it was pretty shambolic, I'll say at this point.
Thank you guys for watching the stream today.
Okay, well, let's check in with some team comms from that last game then.
I had a lot of fun watching. I hope you guys did too. Oh, let's listen to comms.
Панцер! Они сейчас выйдут, инст. Слева добей. Под верхнего не поставься.
10 патронов. Под верхнего подставляешься, бро.
Там внутри.
Надо дохуяривать. И патроны забрать. Вниз.
Он знает, что 5 урон так.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Tomorrow, a new day. Last day of finals. Thank you for the great stream. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow with another watch party. Maybe I'll play some PUBG before. I don't know. My schedule's pretty bad though. So yeah. Thank you for all the support. I don't know if Patel is here still, but thank you. Yeah, last match was really funny. Yeah, tomorrow new watch party. Прощаемся, я не умею говорить. Да. Watch party, это последняя катка была. Завтра опять. Завтра опять. What's the qualify chances? I think they can make it. There's still many. There's still another tournament besides this one. So yeah, thank you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Enjoy your day, everybody. Have a good one. I'm gonna go and relax now.